brain. Prime content, you get hit from all angles. Like the crew, make it rain when they drop the bingle bangles. Let's go.
Everybody tune in, it's a toxic cure stream. Everybody shut your mouth, it's a toxic cure stream.
Yep.
All them bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of rage and feral Wazy'S scream.
Come on. Going live on stream, I should probably mention this food criminal will need an intervention. Skinny or chicken nuggies, people freak out with tears spilled. Then you wash it all down with the big glass of cheese. No, come to every stream to see the one true gamer. Nothing more lame than wannabe Pokemon tamers. While all the claims to date have been represented loosely. Sit you here, watch and subscribe to Spooky Sushi out.
Everybody tune in, it's a toxic cure stream. Everybody shut your mouth, it's a toxic cure stream.
Yeah,
All them bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of rage and feral Wazy'S. Everyone tuning in, it's a toxic cure stream.
Worms up, worms up.
Complain, it's a toxic cure stream. All them bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of
What?
rage and feral
What?
Wazy'S screams. Wazy'S screams.
Wazzy on the mic, I'm like a verbal assassin. I cannot read that name, and you know I ain't asking. They try to diagnose your art host, but I'm 5 apples tall, I don't need to boast. Flashes on your screen, so you better not swim. Cause toxic's top tier, but nowhere near me, yo!
Everybody tune in, it's a toxic cure stream. Everybody shut your mouth, it's a toxic cure stream. All them bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of rage and feral Wazy'S. Everyone tuning in, it's a toxic cure stream. And they never complain, it's a toxic cure stream.
Yeah.
All them bad opinions on the toxic cure stream. Plus a nice healthy dose of rage
What?
and feral
What?
Wazy'S screams. Feral Wazy'S screams. Feral Wazy'S screams. Feral Wazy'S screams. Feral Wazy'S screams.
All right. Poison Tight, official remix. What's up, worms? Are you ready? Get set for the coolest bad boy broadcasting on your internet's irreverent one, but always stay irrelevant. Check your perspective, or she'll tell you to get back. Set it into the digiverse, you'll be a hazard. Level up, rookie, or you'll never be a champion. The team strong, drip, flex, vital bracelet on. You're doomed if she ever hears you speak, you'll beam on. Up against Canada, you better bring your A game.
Buckle the fuck up, crew. We've got a fucking stream for you today. It's gonna be fucking incredible. It's gonna be great. Well, I'm gonna start with a story, and you guys are just gonna enjoy it. Hi, welcome in. Everybody get in here. We're gonna have a fun time today. We're going through a nostalgia trip with me, and we're gonna have some fun stuff. But first, let me welcome you all in, and then we'll get to it. So, let's get to it. Hello, Ace. Hello, Wormrack. Hello, Dottie. Hello, Viking. Hello, Rioelf. Hello, Dinoruria. Hello, Ballistic Beast. Hello, Blake Dragon. Hello, Kai Energy. Hello, Dinoruria. Hello, Quattro. Hello, Calico the Bean. Hello, Kakashi Lover. Hello, Emo Possum. Hello, Sir Cootie Mutt. Hello, Quattro. Hello, Dinoruria. Hello, Ryura. Hello, boop, 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 Sir Cootie Mutt. Hello, Lava King. Hello, Phoenix Wolf. Hello, boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Lava King, can you listen to me for a minute? I know you only drop in, vote, and then fuck off. Can you please listen and read the instructions? You cannot vote for yourself. Those votes do not count when you vote for yourself. With the Prom King, you're supposed to use your 3 points to vote for other people and let other people vote for you. I've tried to tell you this like 3 times, but you never listen to me. The prom vote system doesn't work if you vote for yourself. You have to pick other people. Anyway. But yeah. Hi, everybody. Log the fuck in. I'm catching up. It's, I gotta still fucking hello to people. So here we go. Carrying on. Anyway, where the fuck were we? Hello, Hug Hunter. Hello, Evil Possum. Hello, Kakashi Lover. Hello, Flareon. Hello, Pinky. Hello, Moxie Box. I think I said everybody. And yeah, that's it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, lurkers. That's it, everybody. There you go. Come the fuck in, everybody. We're going to have an incredible time today, and I'm going to be annoying as fuck because I am going to be singing theme songs. We're going to be having a great time. We have all these incredible children's TV shows from the ages that I picked a significant amount for us to have a fun time with. There's 69 on here. There's some that didn't make the list, unfortunately. I have I just started writing and didn't stop.
Nice.
So we've got 69 incredible children's TV shows to go through today. But before we do that, we're gonna run into ads. So before we get into it, let me fucking let me fucking tell you guys a story. Are you guys ready? Sit down. I have a story to tell you guys. All right. So here we go. Yesterday morning,
Hello.
when I went biking, I saw a bird. This is the bird. This is the actual picture. I saw it and I was like, I don't know what that is. Is that like a quail? I don't know what this is. So I took a picture of it. And I was like, that's a weird, fucked up bird I've never seen before. I don't know what kind of bird this is. That's a wild bird. So I thought it was neat. I was like, cool, neat bird. So I took a picture of it and then I sent it to my friends and I was like, is this a quail or perhaps a pigeon? Or not a pigeon, a pheasant. I was like, what bird is this? So I sent this off to my bird friends. And they came back with this, a chakar. And I was like, I've never seen that. And apparently it's very rare. Boldly pied quail-like bird. Often in small flocks or on dry, rocky slopes in sparse grass and bush. Males and females are similar. I was like, what a weird thing. But now I know about that bird. Then my friend goes, wait, what the fuck? That's not supposed to be here. And he pulls up this map, which shows, if you can't tell, that's Africa, that's Spain. This is where that bird is found. Year round, all around there. As you can know, I'm in Canada. I'm not anywhere near this fucking area. And so my friend's like, that's not where this bird's supposed to be. So my other friend freaked out and was like, hey, what if somebody released it, that poor bird, it's going to get eaten by a coyote. So do you know what I got to do at 9:30 this morning? I got to wander through the thick grass with my friend and a cat carrier on a literal wild chakar chase, running around looking for this stupid fucking bird all morning. We spent like an hour out there. I got eaten by bugs, so if you hear me scratching in the background, it's because I got 900 mosquito bites. I'm looking for this fucking bird. I had a cat carrier. She had a blanket. Our plan was we were going to throw a blanket over top of it, shove it to the cat carrier, and then take it to the proper bird authorities. So we tried to save this bird today. That was our thought. We did not find it. We did talk to many people on the path who were like, oh yeah, I saw that thing here yesterday. And we were like, have you seen it today? And they're like, no, not at all. So we fucking looked for like a good hour and a half. I don't even know how long we were out there. It was not bueno. But we looked and tried to find this bird and we could not find it. So this morning, my friend had dragged me on a literal wild chakar chase. And that was my morning. So now you guys know why I greeted you the way I did this morning is because I was literally being taken on a wild adventure. And it was great. It was a great time. They were introduced and well established in Western North America, apparently. and Hawaii. So yeah, they have a very interesting cry. It was an interesting morning, but I got eaten by a lot of bugs and scratched by a lot of grass. But you know what? We had a fun time. It's just two idiots in the field. I didn't know what noise this bird makes, so I just started doing cat noises to be like trying to get it. But that didn't help. Anyway, we're on ads now, so I'm just gonna yap. Anyway, I gotta fucking hydrate and change my outfit. But yeah, that was my morning. Hopefully your guys' morning went dope. After this, we can why do you have the weirdest interactions with wildlife? Well, it was just like, what happened was, like, I was riding my bike and I was stopping. How I found it was I was riding my bike on the 100K path and I stopped and I was sipping in water. And I was, like, doing the sips of the water. And all of a sudden, this other guy is coming up the path and he's looking at something. And I'm like, what's this guy fucking looking at? So I start trying to, like, follow his eye line without making it fucking obvious. And I'm, like, glancing over. And then we both saw this bird. And then he just walked by, like, he walked really close to it and was, like, staring at it the whole time. And it didn't move. And we were like, what the fuck? And so me and the guy were like, is that a fucking quail? What the fuck kind of fucking bird is that? I don't know what that bird is. And then we were like, just sitting there going, what the fuck? And then he was like, what do we do? And I was like, it's a bird. Like, fucking, I don't know. I'm not touching it. But then my friend was like, we got to go save that bird. And that was my morning. And then I went on a hike yesterday and I got a really good picture of me and Pwoops pretending to jerk it. And it was fun. And that was my morning. So now I'm going to read about your mornings. And then once we're done ads, we'll get to the thing. Wazy, why do you have the weirdest interactions with wildlife? Might not be active because I got to get my ass in gear for art fight stuff. What an adventure. My morning did not go so dope, sadly. Oh, that sucks. What happened? Getting splattered with really hot oil hurts a lot. I'm showing a potential job, my portfolio on Saturday. Wish me luck. Good luck. Big spin. Ah, yes. Oh, good old reliable while attracting animals. Psst, 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 psst. Can we have a picture of the bird? I showed you a picture of the bird. This is the picture I took of the bird. This is my picture of the bird. Here's where it was. This is the shadow of the guy standing there. This is a bench. That's a garbage can, obviously. This is the path I'm on. And that's the bird in the distance just chilling there. This wasn't zoomed in. This was just straight up, just I took the picture. And then the official picture of the bird is this one. Don't worry about this. This isn't my phone. This is my friend having 9,000 notifications on his phone. It drives me insane. And that's the actual picture of the bird. So yeah, that was my adventure to yesterday and today. It's a fat fucking bird. My stove became my new table, aka it broke. Oh, that sucks. My morning was watching a streamer at 5 a.m. My morning was pretty good. I changed my factory floor in Satisfactory from 7 feet above the ground to 8 feet above the ground. God damn it. Spent a day working on a CV and looking through companies when after one didn't call me back. Man, you always gotta have like 19 fucking resumes out at any one point in time. That way you can compete them against each other. My last week has been consisting of melting in the sun, except for Wednesday evening. Well, don't worry, crew. We're going to be having a fun time. What's a pleasant round bird? I limped around work today because I'm pretty sure my body is falling completely apart because I aged up. Oh, no. Happy birthday. Happy little guy day. Went to the movies to see Shrek. Oh, God. I feel like I feel like enjoyed Satisfactory, but I don't want to get hooked on a new game right now. That's fair. All right. Are you guys ready for the insane event of the day? Shut the fuck up. Of course you are. We're here. We're live. We're all together. We're going to assign you guys some childhood shows of mine, and I'm going to sing some theme songs at you, and you are going to just sit here and fucking enjoy it. So yeah, it's going to be great. This is weird kind of outside my house, taking pictures of my house. Maybe it was me looking at a quail. You don't know that. I'm always ready for whatever bullshit you're about to rattle off. All right, well, here we fucking go. Log the fucking losers, because we're gonna go and we're gonna go hard. It's gonna be great. So starting off, we're now in it, everybody. Starting off our assignment stream of all childhood shows that Wazy watched at one point in time or another, we're going to start off with Ace. Good old reliable Ace. So, let's get in there. Let's get in here. Now, some of you are not going to recognize this show because this is an American show. So, or Canadian show. So you guys aren't going to recognize this, but we're just going to get into it. This one right here. This one right here. Emo Possums and Wormrack will know it, but I don't know if the rest of you will. This is called Stickin' Around. And now, let me tell you about it. For your big fat information, this is our imagination. What we make is what you see. I feel aliens from Uranus. Bradley, get real. This is about Stacy and Bradley, two kids in a fucked up town with their very loud friend named Dill. And they do silly adventures with their imagination. And it's all drawn in this very stick figure style. That's why it's called Stickin' Around. I'm assigning it to Ace because it's a very random, silly little show with a lot of bright colors. And Bradley, the main character, along with Stacy, wears a stupid hat. So you know, let me see if I can bring it basically here. If I fucking, I'm gonna get. Do I risk like fucking sticking around? The other reason I like this show is there is a oh my god, it's like a full episode on YouTube. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me, YouTube? Holy fuck, what the fuck? Hold on, crew. Hold on. I've been watching a lot of Mummies Alive recently, but like, I'm gonna mute it so that I don't get fucking copyright claimed. But like, so yeah, aliens from Uranus. This is a setup part. Let me get to the actual animations. So, in this show, this little girl, oh, that's her dog. There we go. Perfect. They brought it up. That is a dog named Pepperoni. It's a dead dog, that she carries along on a leash. Its name is Pepperoni. As you can see, it's fucking dead. She's not a main character, but it's great. It's just a little adventures of Bradley and Stacy, and then there's two bullies, and then there's their very loud friend named Dill, and they just go on great adventures, and and sticking around is great. And yeah, I love that the dog's name is Pepperoni. To this day, every time I think about Pepperoni, I think about this stupid fucking dog. But it's very fun animation, as you can see. Not fully all the way colored in because it's meant to be their imagination, the things they're drawing. And, it's just a fun little show. They just did a fun little show. And that's what I like about it. So anyway, yeah, this is just going to be a trip down memory lane for you guys and also me. And we're going to have a fun time with it. And you're just going to have to deal with it. So, yeah. Oh my god, they killed that doggy. Remember to look for old shows on YouTube. Sometimes they got them, like various Ranger series. Izuma 11, Dave the Barbarian, Bakugan, and so on. But yeah, that's sticking around, everybody. And it was a great show. I feel weird today. I don't know. Am I live? Am I even live? Who knows? All right. Well, carrying on. I'll give you guys your point back. Or I'll take your point. I haven't decided what I'll do with it yet. And I want to show that reference 9/11 before 9/11 happened. You mean Simpsons? It's on here. Don't you worry. It's down here. Don't you worry. We've got all the classic hit shows. And we'll get there when we get there. I know what you guys are thinking. I wanna know what all these shows are. Well, guess what? You're about to remember. I will stretch and snack. Thank you, and hydrate ballistic. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna learn about so much stuff today. You guys are gonna learn about something, and it's not Mary Toft. Also, only some of you were pre-assigned. I did not have enough time to pre-assign these ones, so only very few people were pre-assigned. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We'll make it through. Plague Dragon's next. Plague Dragon's already gone. I fucking know that already. So I'm going to assign them because they very rarely show up. And, I'm going to assign them. Where is it? There it is! Everybody should know this show. Now, I don't know the theme song to this one because I can't remember the theme song to this. I can only remember the theme song to the game show version, which is, Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I've been around the world from boop 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 boo to boop 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 boo to boop 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 boo. Boop 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 boop. I only know the parody version of this song. I have a parody version of it, and that's the only ones whose lyrics I can remember. Because I wrote it for a D&D character I had named Dirk McHardabs, and it was like, where in the world is Dirk McHardabs? And then I wrote a whole song about it, like, his itinerary's loaded up with pictures of your mama. Tell me, where in the world is Dirk McHardabs? But yeah, I've never watched this show before. It's basically to it a cappella. That's it. It's do up do up do. But yeah, this is Carmen Sandiego. Basically, she's this thief who runs around the world leaving shit, and these kids have to try to figure out where, like, she'll be like, haha, I'm gonna leave a hamburger here. And then they'll be like, oh, of course, a hamburger. The famous hamburger parade in Portugal. She's in Portugal. And then, like, they run away to Portugal to go try to find her. She's a criminal who steals things, but she also leaves a whole bunch of clues in hopes of teaching children where the fuck things are in the world. Well, she sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina. She's a sticky finger filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I don't think those are the lyrics. There's another one missing in there. Basically, it's like modern day Sherlock, but cat and mouse. Yeah, it was great. It was a fun show. They remade it and put it on Netflix, and it was bad. I know this because I watched it, and it was bad. Don't watch it. It's like a precursor telling. It's like, what? How did Carmen Sandiego become Carmen Sandiego? And it was no bueno. I was all excited because, of course, I liked the show, and I was like, yeah, a prequel, yeah, that's what I want to watch. And then Netflix does as Netflix do, which is destroy it. But yeah, Kaitam next. Donnie, come over here. I actually have something for you that I think you'll like. Because, you know, the thing with Donnie is Donnie has a lot of special interests. And Donnie likes to partake in them and stuff. But I feel that all of Donnie's plans are always getting, like, kind of fucked up by the rest of us. I think Donnie's just out here just trying to enjoy his chairs. And then, like, Soren comes in and fucks with them. And then Donnie's like, Soren, get out of my laboratory. And in that case, I am assigning... Oh, God. Fucking... It's being a bitch, but that's fine. Donnie, I'm assigning you Dexter's Laboratory. This is a show about a small child who has an entire science lab underneath his house. And then he fucking, whenever he tries to do science, his fucking ballerina sister Dee Dee shows up and fucking drop kicks everything and fucks with his experiments. He also has a rival who laughs like, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. It's great. This is also where the term omelette du fromage comes from. And we all know Donnie has silly little words for things. So I'm going to assign Donnie Dexter's Laboratory. There's very few of these I don't recognize. Oh, I'm sorry, my mind was drifting over to Ed, Ed, and Eddie for a moment. Absolute classic. Did it just get called the Dee Dee? I mean, not wrong. Soren, you're kind of like the Dee Dee of this. You kind of just come in and, like, pirouette and kick over Donnie's shit. My mom doesn't allow me to watch any cartoon when I was young. She gave me a Human Centipede DVD as a birthday gift. That's not a good... That's not good for children. That's not... Human Centipede, only one mouth to feed. I know the show. Sadly, I was never into it. I do know the feeling of having an annoying sister. That comes here and there with, here and there, not the French language. Happy Yuri Day. Hi, Venus. I don't know you. Welcome to stream. Are you okay? Omelette du fromage is only like one country away from me, too. Hulk Hogan, I see why you have issues, I think. Maybe. I just wouldn't... You know, if I was buying a movie for a child, I don't think Human Centipede would be my first one that I would pick, you know. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. We're carrying on. I can't remember if I pre-assigned this one. I don't think I did. Oh, no, I did. I did pre-assign this. So, once upon a time, there were shows like Pokemon and Digimon, and we loved them immensely because they were all about a child and a little creature and, you know, and facing the world with a little creature. But there's one thing that I'm going to assign for Kakashi, which is kind of in the theme of Pokemon or Digimon, but a lesser known one. Come on down here with me, everybody. Come on down here to motherfucking Monster Rancher. It's a story about a kid who was transported to a faraway land, to a world where monsters rule. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, but that's the lyric. I've also noticed watching the theme songs for a lot of these. The theme songs explain the story. So in this one, a kid with a PlayStation fucks around with his PlayStation and gets transported into his favorite video game, and now he's a monster rancher, and he's got a whole slew of little monsters who hang out with him, and they fight and they do stuff. And the whole reason I'm assigning this to Kakashi, because I know what you guys are thinking, that's very random. Why are you assigning this to Kakashi? And I'm assigning this to Kakashi for a very important reason. The main character, when he gets transported to the faraway land, to a world where monsters rule, is he's in his fucking bedroom when it happens, and he doesn't have a chance to buy shoes. And the entire first episode is him with goddamn fucking like rollerblades trying to fucking do shit with rollerblades until, like, I think this girl's dad takes pity on him and is like, here, have some fucking shoes. There was a really cool, like wolf thing with horns in it. There was a little thing called Mochi that was pink. I can't remember this big eyeball's name, but that was like the funny one. It's great. So this is for Kakashi. This is Monster Rancher. The song slaps. It's just literally, it tells you the story of just, he was transported to a faraway land, to a world where monsters rule. His name was Tiger Wazy. Senzo was the eye guy. I don't fucking remember. You gotta remember, I haven't watched any of these in a hot minute except for Mummy's Alive, but we'll get there when we get there. This is Mummy's Alive. So anyway, let's go to the littlest guy, because I think it's time to assign Ryura a littlest guy things. Let's go to the littlest guy and the littlest guy adventures. And by that I mean Tiny Toon Adventures. Ryura, I am assigning you Tiny Toon Adventures because it's like the Looney Tunes, except they're tiny. Babs and Buster Bunny. And, you know, they go, listen. God, am I just going to sing all of these? Let me make sure, because I'm going to fuck up the lyrics. Hold on, I'm double check. Okay, so it goes, we're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. We're comic dispensers, we crack up all the censors. A Tiny Toon Adventures get a dose of comedy. Now, here's the part where I'm about to tell you guys that every single theme song tells you the plot. So here we go. Here's the plot. So here's Acme Acres, it's a whole wide world apart. Our home sweet home, it stands alone, a cartoon work of art. The scripts were rejected, expect the unexpected. On Tiny Toon Adventures, it's about to start. They're furry, they're funny, it's Babs and Buster Bunny. Montana Max has money, Elmira is a plane. There's Hampton and Plucky, Dizzy Devil's yucky. Furball's unlucky, and Go-Go is insane. At Acme University, we earn our Toon degree. The teaching staff have been getting less since 1933. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. It's Tiny Toon Adventures, come and join the fun. And now our song is done. So that is for Ryura. I think I had a Tiny Toons Adventure video game back in the day. It's just a ripoff of Looney Tunes then? Yes, and it was great. It was great. It was, imagine if you took all the fun of Looney Tunes and then just made it small, and it wasn't a ripoff, it was like more like a spin-off. It was a spin-off of it. It wasn't a ripoff, it was a spin-off. They were like, we need to make Looney Tunes for the new year. And then they were like, what if we make them small and put them in school? And that's what happened. So it has all the fun times of that, but you know, it's tiny. If you like another one of our shows on here, if you seem to know these individuals here, it's missing the third one. But if you know these two individuals and you enjoy these two individuals' content, I would definitely recommend Tiny Toon Adventures because it is dope and you will enjoy it. Exactly, a spin-off. This is a bootleg from the other side of the globe. I love the Warner Brothers and the Warner sister Dot. Where they run around the Warner Brothers lot? This is going to be the most fucking annoying stream, and you guys just have to live with this. It's fun, it's great, you're having a great time. We're not even halfway through the assignments yet, so fucking fingerprints? I don't think so. Is that the show that caused the divorce? We'll get there when we get there, Dinosaria! Get off my ass about it, Dinosaria! We'll get there when we fucking get there! Anyway, it's time for Worm Rack, and I kind of struggled with where I was going to put Worm Rack. There's a lot of good places I could put Worm Rack. Like, I could put Worm Rack with gargoyles. I could put Worm Rack with freaky stories. I could put Worm Rack with Tales of the Crypt Keeper, you know, but I eventually settled on where I was going to put Worm Rack. And I'm going to get you guys to come in here. I finally decided, eventually, that I was going to take Worm Rack and put them on The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. This is a show where two children bully the Grim Reaper to be their best friend forever. And then they have to go on silly, zany adventures because now the Grim Reaper is the best friend. And Billy is an idiot. And Mandy is a bitch. And together, they make Grimm's life a living hell. And they all go on fun little adventures. And you know what? As much as Grimm hates being their friend, eventually he comes to enjoy it. Also, there's a new Michael Jackson movie where he says if he wasn't alive, God might give some of his ideas to print. That's the funny fucking thing I've ever heard. Clowns, I'll have the chicken. Grimm lost the limbo contest, so he's a bully. So he's a bully and Mandy's slave. Stockholm Syndrome for the Grim Reaper. Exactly. It's beautiful. It's a great story about friendship and going into other dimensions and ruining their life. And also what it's like having an idiot as a best friend. So I'm assigning that to Worm Rack. To be fair, Grimm's bargains his way into the situationship. Yeah. I mean, it really is. It really is something. But we'll carry on. My favorite part of Billy and Mandy is the one point where Grim Reaper gets his old body back and he's definitely not a Jamaican whatsoever. Anyway, carrying on. It's time for Ballistic Beast. So this one is another one where I had to kind of figure out where I was going to go with Ballistic Beast. Because as we know, it's very hard to think with the Ballistic Beast. But I eventually decided, not Arnold. Get the fuck out of here, Arnold. We're not talking about you yet. This isn't your place yet. We're going over here to Angry Beavers. Because what is a Ballistic Beast if not an angry beaver? Angry Beavers is a show about two beavers who are brothers and live together and try to deal with beaver shit. It's just beaver shit. They're just Spoot. They say funny things, like Spooterson. And I thought they were roommates. I thought they were brothers. But either way, there's, as you could tell, there's the cool one and there's the angry one. Imagine Aaron Hansen and Dan Avidan if they were beavers, and that's essentially the show. Imagine the 10-minute power hour of the Game Grumps, but if they were beavers and cartoon. And that's essentially what you get. That's essentially the Angry Beavers. But they're great. They just have a full theme song that's just like, Angry Beavers, and then it's like trumpets. I don't think there's any real lyrics in it. But yeah, they're just angry beavers, and they fight sometimes, and they smack each other around. It's good comedy. It's a good fucking fun time. My favorite line from that show is, "Your mother has a job and is a respected member of society." Bye Bye Beavers is a funny episode of television. Yes, me and Froggy talked about that. It came gross, but less controversial. I too want to become friends with the Grim Reaper. Starts eating bleached raw chicken breast. How have I never made this comparison before? Good old Angry Beavers and their so-called show here, the Beaver Brothers. But yeah, they live in a dam, which is doper than anybody's houses. But they're great. It's a great show. It's that good Nickelodeon shit. If you like Angry Beavers, you'll also like other shows that we have on our list here, as in Ed, Edd and Eddy and Cow and Chicken. But again, we'll get there when we get there. Don't worry about those right now. That's not your thing to worry about. You don't gotta worry about them. We're already friends. Ba-ba-ba-bum, dramatic reverb. But yeah, it's a great time. It's a great time, and it's a good show. I'm not really sure the Cow and Chicken was safe for kids, to be honest. No, it was. It was fine. It was the 90s. We didn't give a shit. We just threw whatever on the TV and we enjoyed it. That's how it worked. Anyway, we're carrying on. Now we're getting to the unassigned stuff. Because, like I said, I didn't have a lot of time to assign this because I had to figure out this one and next week's all together. So I didn't have enough time to think about this while I was grabbing things. I was just going as fast as I could. So I tried to think really long and hard. And this is going to upset some people that Dinosaurier is going to be getting this one. But we're going to talk about it. And while we're doing this, I want you to stare at the man next to it and realize why he looks familiar. But we're not going to talk about that.
Kawaii.
But I am going to sign... and I'm going to yap about this for a minute. This is going to be a minute here that we're going to have to sit here. I am going to sign Dinosaurier Beast Wars Transformers. It's the Transformers, also known as Beasties. I think you guys called it Beasties. Maybe we called it Beasties. I don't know. It was called Beast Wars. And it was basically the classic fucking Transformers, but instead of turning into cars, they turned into animals, and it was great. And I'm going to yap about this show for a minute. This is not why I signed Dinosaurier it. I signed Dinosaurier it because, like, fucking the Decepticon leader was a dinosaur in it. We don't talk about the Canadian censorship of Beast Wars, Wazzy. Listen, we're gonna listen. Just shut up and listen to me. I'm going to yap about this. Okay, so I love this show. You have to understand. I love this fucking show. Okay, that's Rat Trap and Cheetor right there. That's the two guys you're looking at. These two dudes right here. This is Rat Trap and Cheetor. You can kind of guess which one's which. So I'm going to yell about this for a minute. So there was a character in early Beast Wars. There's two characters. Air Razor, and I can't remember the other guy's name. Doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. Air Razor's the one I'm pissed about. There's Air Razor, and she was the girl transformer. There was one girl transformer. Her name was Air Razor, and she turned into like a fucking eagle or some shit, okay? All right? Fucking, you know what happened? I loved this character. I was like, I love Air Razor. She's so great. I had an Air Razor toy. Everything was great. It was a fun fucking time. Do you know what they did? They fucking killed her. Right in front of me. She has this incredible scene with her boyfriend whose name is escaping me, who I don't care about, fuck that guy. She has this incredible scene, and then they fucking die. They took the one girl and they killed her. And then to try to make me specifically feel better, they took Black Narachnia, who was a spider, and brought her to the good guy side. And they were like, here, now you have a girl transformer again. But I was pissed. As much as I like Black Narachnia, she was an Air Razor. And they killed Air Razor right in front of me. I don't even think they did it coolly. I think they just slaughtered her for no reason. I'm going to Google it right now. We're Googling this. Hold on. I don't even remember how Air Razor died. Air Razor dies. Beast Wars. Again, we called it Beasties. Okay, here's her. This is Air Razor.
Uh-oh.
Look at how fucking cool she was. She was so fucking cool. And then they killed her. Oh, apparently they... Oh, God. Oh, apparently they kill her in the new movie, too. I don't care about that. I want to... Why did they kill her?
Watch your profanity.
I don't even know why they killed her. Why did they kill her? Help me, Transformers Wiki. Hold on, everybody. We gotta go to the... Thanks for reading my swear timer. We gotta go to the fucking Transformers Wiki. Why did they kill her? Why did they kill her? There should be on here, death. The cartoon. There we go. Tigerhawk. That was the name of her boyfriend or whatever. Tigertron. Were kept in a form of stasis near the end of Beast Wars. When they merged into a powerful being, Tigerhawk. Tigerhawk returned to Earth as an emissary to stop the deterioration of the Beast Wars were causing to the time stream. This is stupid and I hate it. It's stupid and I hate it. And they killed my girl. They killed my girl. Fuck you! Fuck you, Beasties, for killing my girl! I'm so mad about it. I'm so mad about it to this day. How do you spell their name? Air and then Razor. This guy's Rat Trap. He was my second favorite character after they killed Air Razor. I was like, whatever, I'm all in on Rat Trap. Rat Trap was great. Anyway. Also, hi, Solid Optimus. Welcome to stream. I'm fucking assigning people shows from my childhood. Because I can. And I'm ranting about them for far too long. Anyway, Dinosaurier, I'm not assigning you this because I want you to murder the only girl beastie. I'm assigning you this because the main bad guy was a Tyrannosaurus and he was cool as shit. I think I had a toy of him and he was cool as shit. And so when I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, obviously, Dinosaurier is going to be the cool dinosaur. And no, before anybody asks, no, I didn't watch any fucking dinosaur shows growing up. I didn't watch like fucking I don't know, like fucking Dragon Tales or any shit like that. Anyway, it's time for Rewolf. I'm fairly sure it's called Beastie Boys, and they don't have any girl ones. No. You're thinking of the Mom, you're just jealous. It's a Beastie Boys. This is Beast Wars, aka Beasties in Canada, because they didn't want to say wars. The same as the one right beside it. We'll get there when we get there. But take a look at this one. Why would you explode me? We'll get there when we'll get there. I know this one by a different name than you guys know this one is. So we'll get there. Anyway, we're on to Ryu Elf. And you know what? I saw Killer Clean and I clicked. Yeah, of course, it explodes me. What else would it do? I don't actually recognize that one. When I mention the name and I show you other characters, it's gonna hit you like a sleeper agent. Anyway, get out of here, Cyber 6. We're not about you. We're about a different hat right now. Ryu Elf, I'm assigning you a duck because I know you. And I thought it would play breakdown. No, it just explodes me. Listen, I'm not ready for a mental breakdown. Anyway, this is Darkwing Duck. Imagine a superhero, but a duck. It is a terror that flaps in the night. So Darkwing Duck, and here I'm going to go off on another tirade. There is a villain in Darkwing Duck called Megavolt. And Megavolt had electricity power. And there was a toy of Megavolt that came out. And I love Darkwing Duck so much that my mom bought me like all the Darkwing Duck toys. So I had a toy of Megavolt. However, the thing with the Megavolt toy was he had like a lighter switch on his back and would shoot sparks. We talked about this on the band assignment stream. There's a toy that shoots sparks of Megavolt. And I had that toy, and I was like, yeah, this thing shoots sparks, but it hurts my hands to make it shoot sparks. I'll make it shoot more sparks by running it across the carpet. So I vividly remember running this fucking sparking Megavolt toy across the carpet so that it would shoot more sparks faster and further. And it's a good thing I didn't burn my house down. But yeah, basically, if you don't know Darkwing Duck, it's just, imagine a duck superhero. Imagine all the superhero antics one gets into, but it's duck instead. And, they just have a zany little time. How many people are doing Wormtown after this? I don't know what you're talking about. I had Darkwing Duck costume for my Animal Crossing New Horizon. I thought you were going to say Negaduck, and I don't think it's safe to say it's Twitch. I want one. I want to commit arson now. It was basically just a lighter. Anyway, that's Darkwing Duck. Let's move on to our next assignment. Who's next in line? Oh, I didn't write that all your assignments will be up in Discord afterwards. Mods, can one of you guys type a message that says, like, all your assignments are gonna be in the Discord after stream and then pin it? Thank you. I would appreciate that. If not, I'll do it myself. Like, I'm just being lazy. Baby's first lighter and soon baby's first cigarette. Listen, I'm not French. I'm not French. Rewrite, you spelled stream wrong. You spelled it stew. I mean, you can pin that if you want. But, that'll just look silly on you. I'm not putting you guys into a stew. Anyway, carrying on, Sir Cooneymutt, I'm coming down to you. Are you ready? This is a bit of a tricky one. But I think this is probably the least offensive show that I watched. Next to Clifford the Big Red Dog. So, but, hey, Moldy Bread. My child would grow up to be the vessel that contains all the drugs. I mean, stew. Sir Cooneymutt, I'm assigning you Pippi Longstocking. Pippi Longstocking is a very inoffensive show, about a girl named Pippi Longstocking. Uh, God, I can't remember the lyrics. I know she has a horse that she could carry above her head. Pippi Longstocking lyrics. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Certified Hood Classic. Long stocking up for the apocalypse. Oh shit, I remember the movie. I barely remember the TV show. She had a song called What Shall I Do Today? What shall I do today? There we go. Now it's back in my head. What shall I do today? What shall I do? I could start a new adventure by jumping on my bed. I could pick up Mr. Nelson. Mr. Nelson was a monkey that she had. I don't know why she had this. She had no permits. She was like 12. Carry horse above my head. I could dance the sawdish. Spread magic everywhere. I could skate around the kitchen. Throw pancakes in the air. And that was Pippi Longstocking. And she would, she didn't have parents, from what I remember. And she was strong as fuck. But yeah, that's Pippi Longstocking. She had a whole TV show. I can't remember a single episode of the TV show, but I know definitely I watched it. Uncle mentioning Pippi Longstocking has awakened ancient memories for me. I love when that happens. The monkey ate her parents. Damn, an orphan too? That's so depressing. She did whatever the fuck she wanted, huh? Yeah, that was kind of her whole thing, was she didn't have a parent, so she had a pet monkey and a horse, and then she would like carry the horse above her head, and I think that's it. Orphan making shit up out of insecurity. Why is this cartoon making me think of Johnny Appleseed? When I was in elementary school, I went to see a Pippi Longstocking play. I don't remember anything about the play because it was boring as hell, and I didn't want to be there. But I do remember we got to meet the cast afterwards, and the girl who played Pippi Longstocking was buff as fuck. And I think that awakened something in little elementary school me. She does have a dad. Does she? We never see him. Do we actually ever see him? I don't think Pippi Longstocking has a dad. I'm going to be real with you guys. I've never seen him. I don't think he exists. Pippi Longstocking's dad isn't real. He can't hurt you. Made up a dad. Listen, that just happens sometimes when you're an orphan. All right. Now I'm about to ruin everybody's day by singing a song again. And you guys just have to deal with it. I have to remember the actual lyrics. I only remember the start of it. This is not the lyrics.
Knock, knock, fucker.
This is not the lyrics. I tried to look them up and it's giving me lies to the lyrics. Oh, I found them. I found the right ones. Also, thanks, Solid Optimist, for joining the crew. I'm Wazy. Phoenix Wolf, this one's for you. I'm here to assign you a thing, but I'm going to sing it at you, and you're going to have to guess what it is. It's on the screen right now. Here, I'll make it more. There we go. One of these is yours. We're ready to party. Does anybody get it? Does everybody get it? Come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and friends. Toot toot. There we go. It's Garfield and friends. I hope you brought lots of spaghetti. This is Garfield and friends. And it's basically Garfield, but he's got a bunch of friends with him, and it's a fun time. I can't remember a single episode. I know Odie's in it, Nermal's in it as always. But there's other friends. I remember these 3 pigs were there, and this is going to be a very weird info dump, but you guys just have to like ride with me on this one. There were evil pigs in Garfield and Friends, and they had a theme song, and that theme song sounded uncomfortably like the song 3 Minute Warning from the WWE Attitude Era with two wrestlers called 3 Minute Warning. And like every time I heard 3 Minute Warning, I could think of the evil pigs from Garfield and Friends. It's a weird flashback thing. But I just thought because Phoenix Wolf is so friendly to everybody and just a little fucking guy and stuff like that, I would assign Phoenix Wolf Garfield and Friends. Because you come to the place where fun never ends. Boop boop. It's great. 3 Minute Porking. Rosie and Jamal. Of course, I'm talking about Rosie and Jamal. Another fucking Samoa has hit the wrestling world. But imagine the Kumasumi worms, but their hair also react like that duck's floaty. Oh yeah, I remember the duck floaty. But yeah, Garfield and Friends was a fun show. I watched the shit out of it with my sister. You guys gotta understand, while I'm doing this to you guys all, I was raised by TV. So if you're like, man, there's a lot of TV shows on here, Wazy, it's because I was raised by television. Me and my sister were just kind of like boop, kicked in front of the TV to have a good time, and that's it. I gotta watch wrestling at some point. No, I mean classic wrestling. That's fair. However, I do like Danhausen right now. I'll say that. That's the only thing I like of current wrestling. I'm down with Danhausen, but everything else is kind of mid. But old wrestling was very good. That's why I'm here, everybody. That's why I'm here. I was going to be a wrestler, remember? And then a terrible turn of events. So, we got to move on to somebody that's not pre-assigned. So you got to give me a minute to think. I'm thinking. No, I think I know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. This is going to be very funny to just me, and you guys are just going to roll with it. I'm assigning Johnny Bravo to Quattro. Quattro, please look at your life, look at your future. I'm assigning you Johnny Bravo. Hey there, mama. Johnny Bravo, for those of you who don't know, is a big buff guy with a pompadour, obviously. Big buff guy. He always wants to hit on women. That's his whole thing, is he tries to hit on women very, very unsuccessfully. But there's just, whenever I think of Johnny Bravo, I think of the one scene where he's out there and he's like vacuuming his lawn. And he's vacuuming his lawn and he's like, I don't know why mama wants me to vacuum the lawn. It's just going to get dirty again. And then you hear his mom being like, and once you've done that, you need to sweep the... And then she says like something else insane. And then his weird little neighbor comes over and is like, hey, Johnny, can you hide this in your garage? And he's like, get out of here, freak. And then he's like, hey, you're so funny, Johnny. And I replay that scene in my head. Anyway, the reason I am assigning this to Quattro is because whenever I think of a blonde motherfucker, I think of Quattro. Quattro in my head is just a blonde motherfucker. It's probably because of the whole Char thing. But Johnny Bravo also, whenever Johnny Bravo was faced with a situation, he just avoided, he just ignored that a situation was happening and then just somehow accidentally solved it. He was always so busy with trying to hit on women that he didn't realize there was a problem and that he was solving it. So, maybe Quattro and Char are two completely different people. Oh yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Listen, what's the thing you always say, Quattro? Blame it on the circumstances of your birth or the misfortune of your birth. It's misfortune, I think. Well, mama better blame this on the misfortune of your birth. That was it. I knew you'd say it. In fact, Johnny's birthday is on Valentine's Day. I did not know that. But Johnny Bravo also lives with his mama. And he loves his mama. And also canonically, unfortunately for all of us, Quattro is one of the few crew members that I know canonically had sex at least twice. So, there you go, Quattro. I have assigned you Johnny Bravo. Yeah. Whatever, mama. I expect you to get smacked and go, yeah, whatever. Moldy, stop hitting me with things. I'm trying to do things out here. Stop striking me. We've got more people to
If
go.
I had a bingle for every time Wazzy lost her save in a game, I'd have 2 bingles. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Stop bonkalavania me. Stop gifting subs, Ryura. And stop hitting me with things. All right. Time for Kai energy. Oh, Kai, you're not going to like this. But you know what? It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month, so these two have to be mentioned because it's Pride Month. But, Kai Energy, I'm going to assign you Ren and Stimpy. Good old classic show that was probably not made for kids, but it looked like it was for kids because, like, you know, they put it on the TV, but this is definitely not made for children, I don't think, but I watched the fuck out of it anyway. It's a cat and a chihuahua, allegedly, having adventures. And, you know, sometimes we need some gay representation out here, even if it was the 90s. But yeah, they just had silly little adventures. I also remember the main thing I remember about Ren and Stimpy is they had this bit where they were playing a game together, and the game was don't piss on the electric fence. And the game was literally you just roll a dice and then see if you have to piss on the electric fence or not. And that was all I really remember, but I remember watching it a lot. Don't whiz on the electric fence. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of Ren and Stimpy, but that lives in my head rent-free. That is undeniably in my head rent-free. So, happy Pride, everybody. Just really need Johnny Bravo in the Quattro Pagina outfit now. Well, lucky for you, your husband draws. Do it. Piss on the electric fence. Also, this next assignment, we didn't have to go far. I'm about to assign Lava King the coolest villain in all of fucking, like, history. And I also found out they made a fucking... They made a reboot of this, and I didn't know, and they made it fucking awful. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, this is Shaolin Showdown. If you've never, Lava King, I'm assigning you Shaolin Showdown, which is about these 4 kids kicking ass and saving the world. That's just what they do. But the main reason I'm doing it is because there's the coolest villain in the world, Jack Spicer, is in it. Fucking the coolest guy ever. Let me show you this guy, and then let me show you what happened to him in the reboot. Okay? Let me show you this fucking guy. Look at how cool this fucking dude looks. Look at how fucking cool this guy looks. Look at him. Fucking look at him. He's fucking cool as shit. You're like, damn, I'll never be that cool, right? Now, little did I know they did a fucking reboot of it. Let me show you what they did to this poor boy in the reboot. If I could spell. Let me. That says retoot, Wazzy. Learn to spell. Let me find him in the sequel. When did it come out? 2023, I think it came out. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna have to mute it. Okay, good, it's muted. But, like, are they gonna show it? Why is the hype train happening now? Are they gonna show it? Big White Bear, you can't be gifted 10 subs! Thank God Matt's not here. Are they not going to show the reboot thing? Okay, well, they didn't show the reboot thing. But yeah, they fucked him up is what they did. They fucked up a perfectly fine little lad. Big White Bear, thank you for 10 gift subs. It's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Oh, God. I hope Matt's not on the stairs.
Can you remember the
But
tallest
look what
man
they
you've
did
ever
to the
seen?
boy. I'll let Matt know to bite/lick you later. Don't alert Matt, anybody. But they ruined my boy. Anyway, I'm assigning it to Lava King because I think he genuinely enjoyed the show. That's my opinion on the matter. Wait, did I just say he was immortal? Yes, it said he was immortal. And you say you're not dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic. I'm not. Matt's still at work, you guys. Don't bully him. Magic the Gathering. Shut up, Phoenix Wolf. Do not summon him. But yeah, I think Lava King would like this show. Therefore, Lava King, I'm assigning you that. Hog Hunter, don't be gifted subs out here. You guys are throwing bingles at me.
Prepare for
Aztec,
bingo.
don't be gifted
Naked
subs.
bangle.
Stop this hype train. Stop this nonsense. God fucking damn it. Listen, Matt's still at work. I'm still safe. He doesn't need to know this happened. He doesn't need to know this happened, okay? Okay. We're good. But the sale is on until July 3rd. That's my sister's birthday. I didn't know there was a sale. Enjoy the sale, I guess. Carrying on, anyway. We're almost halfway done, maybe. But it's time. It's time, everybody. Hog Hunter. You know, I was talking about how, like, Hog Hunter would always try to fix everything, I think. This one, no one's going to get, especially Hog Hunter. Except Emo Possum. Emo Possum and Wormwreck are probably the only two that are going to get this childhood show of mine. Now, this is going to be weird. I know what you're thinking. That's a grown man, Wazy. Why is there a grown man that you watch? This is Red Green. From the Red Green show. He always says fun little things like, keep your stick on the ice. And if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. He was a childhood show of mine. My dad and I used to watch him a lot. So he's part of my childhood. And, you know, even when my dad's gone, I could watch Red Green and be like, haha, me and Dad would watch this. He had a nerdy cousin or nephew that hung out with him, and they would always do... His nephew had a keyboard, and there would be little funny skits, and then sometimes he would make some weird contraption out of things you shouldn't make a contraption out of, and I feel like Hog Hunter would be out there trying to make a contraption out of a contraption. I didn't know it happened in Canada, or in America, but he's a big Canadian staple. He's our guy. He's our guy. Maybe tune in next week when I assign you a Canadian, and maybe you'll see him again. His name was not Red Green. He does have a real human name. Steven, I think. I don't know his real human name. But we'll find out next week. But yeah, Harold eventually went and worked in the office. Really? His name is Steve Smith. Did somebody say the contraption from SpongeBob? No, god damn it. God fucking damn it, crew. But yeah, Hog Hunter, I'm assigning you Red Green because I feel like, you know, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy as you try to fix your many, many, many tractors. But there we go. Oh boy, time for Pinky. This one, okay. This one has a funny reason for why it's being assigned, so you're just going to have to roll with me on this one. This, my good friends, you should recognize this. This is totally Spies. This is 3 three girls who are spies and who use fashion and spy things to do spy crimes. You might remember them from the one episode where they shoot a laser into a mirror and then turn the mirror to burn down, or to burn a door in which to open. So the reason I'm assigning this to Pinky is for a couple of reasons. One, I thought they would enjoy it. Two, these three bitches are always doing some insane reality bending shit to fucking do their stuff. Like I said, with the two things with the lasers pointing, that's what they do. That's what they do. They always do some insane ass shit. And third, they are vaguely disguised fetishes. AKA, all those things abide to Pinky. Pinky's like, can you draw this? And I'm like, I can be a fucking Pinky. Pinky, your fetish is showing. So that's why I'm assigning this to Pinky for those three reasons. One, Pinky would enjoy it. Two, the spies are insane and always do some reality bending shit that makes my brain hurt. And three, vaguely disguised fetishes that you're like, wait a minute, I think this guy likes something. What do you mean my fetishes? Explain. Pinky, look at Penelope and shut the fuck up. Okay, thank you. Just be Alex, best girl. You'll be Peachy. But I liked Totally Spies a lot. I just remember all the time they would do some insane cool spy gadget thing, and I'm like, that's so cool, I can't wait to do that. And then, it's something that doesn't work. Oh boy! We're on Emo Possum. There's a lot of good options for Emo Possum. Do I want to give them a Muppet? Do I want to give them a Muppet but freaky? Do I want to give them a Canadian classic? I'm going to give them trans. I've decided. Emo Possums, I'm assigning you gender envy. Ha ha! Emo Possums, this is Cyber 6, a show I have seen several times, but never in chronological order. Cyber 6 is about an incredible girl who's, I think she's genetically mutated or a robot. I can't remember. She's got some kind of fucked up thing going on with her. Her name is Cyber 6, and she's got a fucking, leopard animal called Data 7. And they're best friends, and they try to beat up her creator all the time and his evil clone son. And at daytime, she disguises herself as a science teacher. Let me show you this. If you're like, that's not giving me gender envy, wait till you see this whole bitch in action, okay? Okay, look it. There's Cyber 6 and Data 7. Look at them. And then all of a sudden, boom! She's a nerdy boy! Ha ha! Gender envy, loser! I used to have this haircut, kind of. I will hydrate and stack. Thank you, McWiggle. But Cyber 6 slaps, I've just never seen it all the way through chronologically. Because it always showed at different times, and I didn't know. There's her two versions of herself. To hide herself, she disguised as a dude. But yeah. Good fucking show. Got some dark themes to it. I gotta eat my snack, which is grapes today. And there's only 13 episodes. I have them all. I just haven't watched them. Here's her creator. Is there a picture of the creator's weird clone son? Ah, there he is. Not with the mustache. He normally doesn't have this mustache. This is the creator's weird clone son. We don't talk about that. But that's Cyber 6, everybody. A cool-ass show. Was it the panther her brother? No, the panther was the brain of her brother put into the panther. The panther itself wasn't her brother. It's just the brain got put into the panther and had the thoughts of her brother or some shit. It wasn't like legitimately her brother. It was a panther that got also mutated. 90 money to commission the 3 spy girls from Beverly Hills. The comic is based on Blow's Fat Chunks, but the show is amazing. There's a baby in it. They have a human baby, but it just looks like the main guy on a baby body, and it's really freaky. So brother got forced into being a furry. Listen, it's called science assigned furry, okay? It happens to everybody. It happens to everybody. If the panther she has is brother's brain, then that's her brother. No, it's a panther with her brother's brain. It's fucking... Listen, if my brain got put into, like, I don't know, a soda can, you wouldn't be like, that soda can's Wazy. You'd be like, Wazy's brains in that soda can. Do they deep fry the baby? No, they don't deep fry the baby, Dr. Liam. Anyway, we're on Flareon, and we're going to get this knocked out of the park. We don't even have to explain this one. We're just going to drop it, and we're going to leave. Flareon, I'm assigning you Pokemon. Done. But, of course, the first season of Pokemon, because I was there. All of you kids showed up like Gen 3 or later. I was there from the beginning. I was there, okay? I had to beg my parents for a fucking Game Boy, and they got me a Game Boy Color where that was purple and see-through. It was the coolest fucking thing, and I still own it. And I was there from the beginning. Little 7-year-old Wazy being like, when I turn 10, I'm gonna go on a Pokemon adventure. And then it turned out when you turn 10, you don't get to just leave the house randomly. So my mom says, fucking bitch, apparently you don't get to just leave the house when you're 10. So that sucks. I will change my outfit, thank you. Boop. So that sucks, but I don't believe in anything past second generation. Second generation was the best one. But yeah, boom, knocked it out of the park. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my guys. Ba-ba-ba. Anyway, carrying on with more Zadie adventures. It's time for Moxen Box. Oh, Moxen Box, where am I going to put you? Moxen Box, as a sweet little guy, I'm going to make it very easy on myself. I'm going to assign you Franklin. Franklin is a show about a turtle who, I think he teaches you how to read. He has silly little adventures, but I know he had a bunch of books. He teaches you to read. Yes, Gen 1, I got a yellow Game Boy Color with fire red as a kid. Good times. I left my house at 10 and killed a gang leader and became with a trash can lid. Scarvy slaps, like slaps when you don't have a douche in your ear. It's saying it's ass. I don't know what this is, but I'm vibing. Hi, Dax. I'm assigning everybody a show from my childhood. But Franklin was dope as shit. He always taught you a good moral, and he didn't have to do it with like the annoying ass like Sonic says or Sailor Moon says. Both Sonic and Sailor Moon wanted to teach you a lesson at the end of their show. I don't know why that is. They were just all about that. Just trying to live my life. And then they're like, Sailor Moon says kind of shit. Very weird of them. But that's Franklin. Franklin's a good boy. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Franklin. Caillou, on the other hand, we'll talk about that when we get there next week when I assign you a Canadian. Because, like it or not, Caillou is a Canadian. So we'll talk about him next week. Oh boy, it's Big White Bear! And I know what you're thinking. Are you going to assign the Big Red Dog to Big White Bear? No, because Big White Bear has never been nice and gentle and taught me a lesson. However, Big White Bear has probably crashed a plane at least once. Therefore, I'm assigning Big White Bear, ooh-ee-oo, tailspin, ooh-ee-oo, tailspin. Something thick or thin with another tail to spin. Spin it! Do 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 do. This is Tailspin. You're like, that's Baloo. Shut the fuck up. Of course it's Baloo. They put him in everything. Tailspin was basically a bear that could fly a plane and would get into adventures flying a plane. And I can't remember much else, but there was a lot of plane flying and a lot of other Disney characters showing up all the time, and they had a bitchin' theme song that was like boo 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 doo 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 doo. Tailspin, ooh you, tailspin, ooh you. Something thicker thin with another. I don't know any of the lyrics other than that, but that's Tailspin, and Baloo was in it. Other character, I'm trying to remember. I swear to God, other dudes. Wait, we're gonna have to look it up. Tailspin. He had this little guy. The fucking orangutan from the Jungle Book was there. Like they fucking all did adventures, and they flew planes. This bitch was in it. She was there. I don't know what this guy did, but he was there. I don't remember a lot about Tailspin, but this was the bad guy. But yeah, they. Oh my God, they redid it. No. Oh, they did it for DuckTales. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I guess it's fine. Anyway, they always had little adventures, and they flew planes and shit. And they also had guns on their planes. I don't know why they had guns on their planes, but they had guns on their planes. Cousin Louie. He wishes it was SWAT Cats. Listen, I didn't watch Samurai Pizza Cats or Street Sharks, so they are not on this list because I never really watched them. I know of them, but I've never really watched anything like Street Sharks or Samurai Pizza Cats or the Mighty Ducks, the cartoon version. I said SWAT Cats, not either of those things. So Caillou is your fault. Caillou's not my fault. Why did they have guns? Because America. The guns were on the planes. In the defense of Tailspin, the guns were on the planes. So anyway, Viking, you knew this was coming as soon as I started talking about it. And I'm sorry to sometimes I really like just fucking shoehorn you. They were sky pirates. I feel like you're just messing with Quattro at this point. So Viking, I apologize, but you know what? We're going with this. Viking, I'm assigning you Mummies Alive. Mummies Alive was a bitchin' fucking show. I know this because I literally watched most of it last week. And by most of it, I mean 7 episodes. Mummies Alive is a cool-ass show about a kid who's the reincarnation of Ramses. And his mom works for a museum, and he stumbles into the mummies display and awakens the 4 mummies who go, "Oh my God, you are the reincarnation of Ramses, and we're sworn to protect you with the power of Ra." And they go by the power of Ra. They get these bitchin' outfits, and they also get like vehicles and shit. And then they yell things about kicking Tut. And yeah. They try to save this kid as this kid always gets into trouble because the evil scarab is trying to kill him. I'm going to try to find a picture of the mummies without their outfits on. There we go. There we go. Here's what the kid looks like. That's the kid. That's the reincarnation. And here's the 3 mummies without their bitchin' outfits, but then they get bitchin' outfits when they transform. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Wazzy.
I'm talking about Mummies Alive. What do you want from me?
You're here to kick Tut?
Yeah, there's also Girl Mummy. Don't forget, there's always Girl Mummy.
Yeah, there's Twink, Jock, and Girl.
Yeah.
Twink, Nerd, Jock, and Girl in this case.
Yeah, there's 4. There's 4 mummies. You gotta remember. They all had colors, so... Can I help you? No! Don't bite me! No! You bitch! Get out of my office! Who fucking narked? Oh, why is it so wet? Oh, a chocolate milk. Whoa! Oh, that chocolatey milk. He bit me with fucking... It was wet. Gross. Anyway, Mummy's Alive is dope. Because this kid was just fucking minding his own business. Whoever said Magic the Gathering, your mom's a hoe. But yeah, Mummy's Alive is great. What do you mean redesign? What do you mean they're redoing them? Oh, this is just somebody's idea of a redesign. Oh, that looks fucking dope as shit. That looks dope as shit. Good job, fan art. Anyway. Mummy's Alive is dope. I do it again because it's funny. Big White Bear, you're big white mean to me. I'm glad I assigned you Tailspin and not Clifford. Clifford would never do this shit to me. Clifford would respect me. Anyway, I'm going to drink this chocolate milk now, and you guys are just going to have to suffer. Haha, chocolate milkless losers. Oh, I didn't shake that. Oops. Anyway, Viking, Mummy's Alive. I know I always go with the mythology thing with you, but listen, it's a good fucking show. It's just a good fucking show. Now I'm sad. Anyway, moving on. It's time for Dumpling. Dumpling, listen. Dumpling, I don't know why I'm assigning you this. I have to, okay? I feel like you will like this show. This feels to me like your vibe. So if you've never seen this show, I feel like you will like it. You see, way back in the 1980s, secret government employees, they dug up famous guys and also ladies and made them using genetic copies. Now those clones are sexy teens now. They can make it if they try. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, but you must watch Clone High. This is Clone High, and as I stated, clones of famous people get put in high school, and they have a fun little adventure. Why am I assigning this to Dumpling? Because I feel like sometimes with Dumpling's little fun adventures, I feel like they would often get into misadventures. It had classic characters like Abraham Lincoln, Cleopatra, JFK, Gandhi, Joan of Arc. They got 2 extra seasons 10 years later. One was bad and one was good. Me and Froggy both love this show. I think that's another reason why I think I should assign it to Dumpling in a Bag, is because me and Froggy love this show. And it makes me happy. And, you know, Dumpling makes me happy. So I feel like they should go together. Also, sometimes, I don't know why, I always feel like even with Dumpling's Every Day a Birthday with Dumpling, I feel like, to me, Dumpling still feels like in high school to me. Not in a negative way. In the fun kind of way. So I feel like Dumpling's life is more interesting than mine. Much like Clone High. Also, there's a very important person in Clone High. And that is the principal. Principal Scudworth. Let me pull up a picture. He has a robot companion. This is Principal Scudworth. He's great. He's perfect. He has a robot butler, Cinnamon J. Scudworth, and he's great. He's the one who started all this, and he has to respond to the government even when they shut things down, and he has to freeze them and unfreeze his clones. He's great. I love him. I love Cinnamon J. Scudworth. So that's why I'm assigning to Dumpling, because, you know, I feel, you know, I'm happy with it. So, you know, Mr. Butlertron, Wesley. Who got to assign this one? This was Dumpling. I just feel like Dumpling's always in a weird adventure. So, I love Scudworth. So, therefore, I'm assigning you Clone High. Did you see the pool? They flipped the bitch. There's so many quotable lines from that. That show, although it's not a childhood show, when I worked at the movie theater, I would get home very late at night, but I couldn't sleep right away. So that's what I did at high school. I worked in a movie theater. And when I would go home at night, I would watch shows, and Undergrads and Clone High were always on. So I would watch Clone High and Undergrads, and that would be my TV shows I would watch before bed. So yeah, let's carry on. Let's move on to Totodile is next. I'll have you know, I'm done with my weird adventures like plotting and crashing a plane and almost being recruited into the mafia. Dumpling, somehow I don't believe any of this. Anyway, Totodile, I'm going to give you a classic. Not the classic I was raised on, but... I was not raised on this, but it's still very important to all of us here, I think. Mostly because I feel like you would really relate to a certain bender. Totodile, I'm assigning you Futurama. Everybody, I don't have to explain Futurama. Most of you have brain problems. I'm assigning you Futurama. You guys know what Futurama is. Guy gets stuck in a time machine, wakes up, 1,000 years later? Can't remember how many years. And has a good time. You know, I make my own bender with blackjack and hookers. I love stealing. I love taking things. Bender Bendin Rodriguez. But yeah, everybody likes Futurama. I don't have to explain it. Futurama is a classic, and it kind of makes sense for them. Most of the characters in this show are the most unhinged shit. It's true. I kind of feel like it fits Totodile. Oh boy, Aztec. Now this was a fun one, because with Aztec, I almost went with Bonkers. Now, some of you I know are not going to know Bonkers. This is Bonkers. He's a cop in Toontown. We'll talk about it when we talk about it, but this isn't Aztec, but I thought about it very hard for Aztec. Instead, I'm going to give Aztec somebody even more insane than Bonkers. No, not Bob from Reboot. Don't worry about him. This is Freakazoid. Freakazoid is a show about a nerdy kid who gets zapped into the internet and gains all the powers of the internet. And it's just a chaotic little fuck ass. And that is very much Aztec. At the end of the day, what's our freaky little guy running around being chaotic? It's going to be Aztec. I somehow knew when I saw that. You know what you are. I know what you are. Say it. This is like Twilight up in here. I'm calling it right now. We always ask what she assigned herself. I'm calling it. She's going to assign herself the magic school bus. No, I'm not assigning myself the... I honestly don't know what I'm going to assign myself yet. We'll see when we get near the end. I haven't saved myself anything. But Freakazoid is being assigned to Aztec because they're a chaotic little being with the powers of the internet. Freak out! And yeah, when they yell freak out, they get... That's when they turn into Freakazoid. Have you ever seen that clip where it's like, why don't you calm down and get some coffee or something? What is that? I want that whole audio right now. Ah! I have to find this bit. I have to find this bit. It's like, go get some coffee. Get some coffee with creamer. Hopefully this is it. Is this it? Please tell me this is it. Oh, it's on TikTok.
Want to see something strange and mystical?
No! Get out of here with that watch! Lay off the poor beavers, will you? Jeez! You're a creep! Go away! We're having a good
This is
time
Aztec,
until
everybody.
You shut up, jeepers! Go have some coffee with cream or something! Because I'll tell you something! This is a happy place!
want to see.
That's Aztec, everybody. That's Aztec. Also, new video up today. I should say that as I saw a bunch of notifications pop up on the side there. New video out today. New animation, both YouTube and TikTok. So go watch that. It's the one where I kill all of Miss XD's frogs by putting an axolotl in there. I've actually been in a situation like this once. Anyway, I'm going to go make some coffee with creamer. I only know it's for its collab with Team Titans Go. They did that? Aztec is a bean and has never done anything wrong. Aztec is chaotic. Therefore, Freakazoid. Oh boy, it's time for McWiggles. You know what? McWiggles is also a little sweetie. So I'm going to give them something very fun and near and dear to me. I'm going to give them the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing and not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing and not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. Anyway, McWiggles, this is Lamb Chop's Play Along. Lamb Chop, I had a plushie of Lamb Chop, Charlie Horse, and I can't remember the third one. But she was a talented puppeteer who came up with Lamb Chop, and God, it's gonna bug me. Somebody, what's the name of the third one? It was Lamb Chop, Charlie Horse, and what was the third one? But they were all fun little friends. And they were puppets, and I owned the puppets, and it was a great time, and they just had sweet little adventures and sang songs, and it's just wholesome children's entertainment, kind of like McWiggles. McWiggles has been wholesome. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to Google it. Lamb Chop, Charlie Horse, and then there's a third one. Hush Puppy, that was it. Thank you. This, you guys are going to be like, these are horrifying. Here's Charlie Horse. I forgot how horrifying they were. There's Charlie Horse. He had Zubas on. And then there was Hush Puppy. They had kooky classics. And it was Lamb Chop, Hush Puppy, and Charlie Horse. I had this toy. Me and my sister, I guess. We had all three. And I had this toy. It was a puppet. So, what kind of music would a pizza make if pizza could make music? A rap. Mumble rap. It gave at least a few kids nightmares, I guarantee it. It didn't give me nightmares. Look at him. How can you hate this face? How could you possibly hate this face? That's just a delightful guy. That's perfectly, it's like, look at it. That's a perfectly fine man right there. Anyway, McWiggle, I'm giving you Lamb Chop's Play Along. I got like too many fucking bitches open. Oh, cupboard. I hope Matt put his assignment in because I have one for Matt, but he didn't put an assignment in yet. So if he's listening, he should do that so that I can yell at him. Wow, that guy does not hold up in high definition. I know. Cupboard, I'm going to give you something fun that everybody here should know because we all watched the Disney Channel growing up. And, shut the fuck up. You enjoy it. I'm assigning you Recess. Recess is a show about an unlikely group of friends in, I don't know, middle school? I don't know what you guys, I don't know what's middle school for you guys. This milk says it's best before November 6th, but it does not smell that way. Recess is about a bunch of kids just having fucking high school adventures to try to. There's a 40-year-old man who's a student in Recess. I gotta show you guys this. I gotta show you this 40-year-old man that's the villain of Recess. And you'll look at him and you'll be like, that's a grown man. That's the grown man. Come here, grown man. Show yourself. That's a grown man. He was a narc. When I'm talking about narcs, this is the guy I'm talking about. This is the exact kid I'm talking about. But yeah, they were like an unlikely group of friends that just had general adventures. I don't remember what adventures they have, except that like there was the Ashleys, and then it turned out Spinelli was an Ashley, and she was the tough girl. You know, there was the kindergartners, and the kindergartners were insane and like feral. It was a good show. It's a good, perfectly fine show. You know, look at it, and the faces were great, you know. The kindergartners were my favorite. They were little gremlins. It's a good show. I remember genuinely, like, it was too smart. It was too smart for the children that watched it. And they solved all their problems by the end of it. Oh, time for Sanguine. Sanguine, come here. You're about to give everybody flashbacks. I hope you're ready for this. I gotta find these children. Where are they? There's those children. Sanguine, I am assigning you the Weekenders. The Weekenders is also about a group of middle school children just having adventures. And the difference is that Tino had a mom. The main character, Tino, had a mom who always had smart shit to say. She made awful food, but she had smart as shit things to say, and we loved her for it. And they would always say classic things like later days and shit like that. Is a good show. It's about 4 friends who would always do stuff together and learn to communicate. It was like therapy for children. It was a great thing because there was always like real life things that would happen. They'd be like, Tish is mad at me. And then it was like, maybe you should talk to Tish about why she's mad at you. And it's like, I guess. And then he'd go talk to Tish and it would be like, oh yeah, this is why. Fucking a well-planted good show. Anyway, I like The Weekenders. I hope it's on YouTube because I would watch it. I would watch it for free. I won't go out of my way, but man, I love that show. Tino's mom was fucking great. She always had cool advice all the time, and she always made something fucking wild. She made wild foods. It was a great time. It was a great time to be alive. Anyway, it's time for Soren. Oh, Soren, you're going to hate this. Soren, I'm about to say something so controversial, yet so brave. Mom, can we have Digital Circus? No, honey, we have Digital Circus at home. The Digital Circus at home? Soren, this is Bump in the Night. Shut up. You guys know I'm right. You don't even listen. Listen. There's evidently a good amount of episodes of The Weekenders on YouTube. Oh, good. This is Bump in the Night. Bump in the Night was literally, it was little creatures that walked around at night, pretty much, and they had adventures. Bump was the main character, the green guy there. And that was a little Raggedy Ann doll that he hung out with. They were claymation. And they had a green, like, goo guy that hung out, or blue goo guy that hung out with them. I can't remember any of their adventures, but they always had, like, nighttime silly adventures while the humans were asleep. And that's why it was called Bump in the Night, because the guy was like the monster under your bed. And I can't remember any plots of this show, but I vividly remember it. Like nocturnal creatures, raccoons, skunks, foxes, wombats, and bats. No, it was just like, what the fuck was the blue thing in Bump in the Night? Hold on. What the fuck was it? What the fuck was it? Oh my god, full episodes are on YouTube. Thank you. What was it? Will somebody tell me? Fucking Wikipedia, help me. Bump in the Night. Mr. Bumpy, a small green, purple-warded monster living under the bed of a 10-year-old boy where he eats dirty socks and dust bunnies as if they were delicacies. His best friend Squishington, a blue monster that lived in the bathroom toilet cistern, and Molly Coddle, a Frankenstein monster-like ragdoll belonging to the boy's sister who acts as the straight man's to the other two's crazy antics. Jim Cummings was in it. But yeah, they would just have silly little adventures, I guess. And that's Mr. Bumpy, and that's the blue thing. That's the blue thing that was also there. And now it's Bump in the Night. That's Digital Circus at home. We have Digital Circus at home. Anyway, bye, Ballistic Beast. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello.
I guess I'm the only motherfucker that remembers this, but that's fine. Anyway, Soren, I'm assigning it to you because it's a fun little guy who gets into fucking antics. And also, it's a digital circus we have at home. You know, it's fun. It's fucking fun. Oh, boy. It's time for Flip. Where am I going to put Flip? Another Canadian cult classic for Flip. Flip, I am assigning you 16. 16 is about 16-year-olds that work in a mall. Work in and around a mall, or in Jude's case, not work, just hang out in the mall. It is a great show. Two of the characters are now step siblings, and they hate each other for it, and I love that for them. The step brother and the goth girl were dating. It was great. 16 was a great show. Was also one of those fetish shows. No, it fucking wasn't, Worm. No, it fucking wasn't. This is not a fetish show. This is just about kids working in a mall wearing stupid hats, working at the fucking lemonade stand and shit. The fuck are you talking about? Anyway, it's just a fun, chill adventure. I'm giving this to Flip because Jude reminds me of Flip. Just this silly little far out, man. There's literally an episode about breast expansion. All I remember about the show was somebody crashing a Zamboni. The episode I remember the most is where Jude finds a mannequin that looks exactly like him, and he thinks it's the funniest thing ever until they make the mannequin wear a banana hammock, and then he decides he has to steal the mannequin to get it out of the banana hammock. And then they go on a wacky adventure to steal the mannequin in the banana hammock. I remember they made a voter registration PSA the one time. Yeah, which is wild because they're Canadian. Don't tell me that the show is weird and people make it weird. Literally all the live-action Nickelodeon shows I watched as a kid have been rude for me. I have hiccups. This bad chocolate milk is giving me hiccups. Matt's trying to poison me, you guys. I think Matt tried to poison me. Hulk Hogan the Furry is next, and although I would love to give them Mucha Lucha didn't make it onto the list. So instead... Oh, there's a lot of good ones. Hogan, I'm going to give you Beetlejuice, the TV show. I don't know why they took a show where Beetlejuice was the villain, or the movie where Beetlejuice was the villain, and then made a TV show where Beetlejuice was Liz's best friend, or Lydia's best friend, and they did things together, and you know, they just had fun time. Remember, guys, don't say Beetlejuice in chat. But yeah, they did. They just made a weird TV show where he was all of a sudden the good guy, and him and Lydia would go on hilarious, fun adventures. And it was a great time. I love this show. I own DVDs of this show. Lydia was so fucking cool. She just like, she had like a fucking poncho that was a spider web, and it was cool as shit. And every time she was trying to do something in the real world, Beetlejuice would always fuck it up. He was nothing like movie Beetlejuice. I think that's why I liked him better. He called Lydia Toots, which we didn't know was bad at the time. We just allowed it to happen. But it's kind of got this fun, upbeat energy to it with a little bit of weirdness underneath. And I think that kind of fits Hogan the best. You know, just something that's, you know, just an innocuous little kind of fucking thing, you know? I think they'd like it. It's showtime. Coming up next is Fish with Knife. Oh boy. I'm about to do something real mean. You guys are just going to have to live with it. I'm assigning Fish with Knife Goof Troop. Because as a dad, I think they're a silly dad that gets into misadventures with their child. Fish, I'm assigning you Goof Troop. Am I saying you're goofy? Maybe. Who knows? Figure it out yourself. Goof Troop was basically Goofy and Max before the movies. And, you know, Pete was there. Pete was their neighbor. He had his child named PJ and a really hot wife. And, yeah. I can't remember their daughter's name. They had a daughter who also sucked. But yeah, it's just about a dad and his son, and he was trying his best while also being fucking goofy. Just fucking goofy. So therefore, I'm going to assign Fish with Knife Goof Troop. I can't remember the theme song to Goof. Oh, fuck, these hiccups. Okay, hold on. I'm going to mute myself, and you guys are going to fucking... You guys are just going to deal with it. Hold on. Knock, knock, fucker. Doug, don't follow me right now. I'm fucking hiccuping and dying. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. His name was Pistol Pete. Not in Goof Troop, it wasn't. He was in Kingdom Hearts. You show some respect. Anyway, Fish with Knife, I'm assigning you Goof Troop. All right. Moving on to our next assignment of the day. Now, the daughter was actually named Pistol. Was it actually? Was it fucking actually? That can't be right. That was a human child. Okay, well, not a real child. No, not a human. She was whatever the fuck the rest of them were. She was a goof species. Anyway, because they're always full of factoids, I'm going to assign Bag of Groceries. I'm going to assign you Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill. Inertia is a property of matter. Just because they always have little factoids and stuff. Bag of groceries, I'm assigning you Bill Nye. Whenever the teacher didn't want to teach, they would roll that shit in there. And we would go, ah, yeah, and have a great time. And the big comfy couch. We'll get there when we get there. There's a lot of shows in here. Factoids are actually false facts. I don't think that's true. You can't say that to me, Mox and Box. That can't be true. The theme song had no reason to go as hard as it did. It was the 90s. There was not a really bad theme song in the 90s. I can't think of a single 90s theme song that sucked ass. Like, genuinely. All right, coming up next is Dr. Liam. I'm going to assign Dr. Liam Rocco's Modern Life. So, Rocco's Modern Life is about a wallaby and their heifer friend, and it is definitely not made for kids, but we watched it. He worked at a phone sex line. There was a lot of sus things about Rocco's Modern Life. But we're like, yeah, this is a children's show. And we just accepted it. He had a weird frog neighbor. Here we go. He had a weird frog neighbor and a turtle friend. And it was insane. It just had it had very kind of normal things, but always wound up weird. Like, it was a classic kind of thing, but the animation style was dope. You know, it was a great day in class if you've seen a TV factoid, a piece of unverified or inaccurate information that is presented as actual facts. God damn it, Box and Box! It was the 90s. The shows were either super wholesome or action or just weird. There's no in between. Factoid actually has two definitions. There's an invented fact believed to be true because it appears in print, and a briefly stated and usually trivial fact. The wife's eyes were an allegory for breasts. I mean, I don't doubt that, but it was weird and random and not made for children, much like Liam is. Therefore, Liam, I'm assigning you Rocco's Modern Life. The frog's kids turned out to be a trans woman. I know, which is dope. Good for her. All right, carrying on. Nugget, it's your time. Oh, little Nugget. I should do Real Monsters just because it'd be funny as shit. Actually, because Nugget is sweet and tries to kill himself in a variety of reasons, you know, like eating uncooked chicken and stuff. I actually have one for Nugget. Nugget, everybody come in. I'm going to assign Nugget Nanoland. I know what you're thinking. Is that a puppet? Yeah. Nanoland is a child. Doesn't really speak. It just makes like kind of noises, and its nanny talks to it all the time. Nanoland is constantly almost dying. I swear to God, this fucking dumb, stupid baby almost dies all the fucking time. I gotta see if I can find a fucking clip of this shit so that you guys can see. You guys gotta see this fucking shit. So I don't seem insane when I'm talking about Nanoland. Watch this child eat fucking... Oh. Okay. This is Nanoland. It's a puppet. There it is at a bath time with the ducky. It doesn't talk. Here, like fucking... I'll jump ahead. That's its dog, by the way.
Put your froggy in the doggy.
Ah, poor frog!
Yeah!
This is Nugget, everybody. I want you all to know this is Nugget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a froggy in a bucky.
It was a child's show. I don't know when I watched this, but I watched this. She had a grandma that spoke a lot for her. Here's Grandma. Perfect. Perfect timing, Grandma. That's Nanoland.
You got a frog all by yourself.
Grandma was the only one you could understand. Nanoland, everybody. I watched it a lot. Now this is reminding you guys, too. Yeah, I can see Nugget like that. That's a carrot. Is this what it's like to do drugs? That's another one I've only seen in memes. I watched it. I remember watching it, but I remember I was very small at the time of watching it, I feel. I don't think I watched it when I could comprehend what was happening. But you know, that's just how it is. So Venus, you're new. We don't know each other yet. We've only just met, Venus. Let's be honest. You don't know me, I don't know you. We're just two guys. We're two guys. We don't know each other. You don't know me from the hole in the wall. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. I don't know where my list went. Where did my fucking... Oh, it's hidden here behind Nanoland. So, but I can guess. You're a dumb baby. That's why I'm going to come out here and I'm going to assign you Rugrats. That's right. Everyone's favorite classic Rugrats. A story about literal dumb babies literally breaking out of their fucking baby hole. What's that called? Playpen. And getting into fucking mischief. There's some toddlers in there too. They're all just insane. This child's last name is Pickles, and then the parents named the son Dill Pickles. Are you fucking insane? The reason I'm assigning you this, Venus, even though we don't know each other, is because all I can think of is a meme of just, you're watching Toxicure stream. Why are you watching Toxicure streams? Because I've lost control of my life. That's a meme. That's Tommy's dad is like making fucking pudding at 3 a.m. It's like, why are you making pudding at 3 a.m.? Because I've lost control of my life. Anyway, because we don't know each other, I'm assigning you that. CBS would be called so fast on their asses nowadays. No, it was the 90s. We didn't care about child health. We didn't give a shit. I played in the streets. I fucking played in trees. I wasn't told to don't go into strangers' vans. I came from a small town where they were just like, yeah, you know everybody. That's so-and-so's mom, probably. Go hang out with them. Anyway, it's time for Oromoth. And I don't know why, but I get this fucking vibe from Oromoth. So if I'm totally off on this, remember, these aren't guaranteed. This is not like I'm reading tarot cards out here. I'm just assigning you things. Oromoth, what do you want to do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Oromoth. Try to take over the world. The Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. The laboratory mice, the genes have been spliced. They're Pinky and the Brain, brain. I don't know why I'm getting Pinky and the Brain vibes from Oromoth, but I am. So therefore, I'm assigning them Pinky and the Brain. I didn't watch Nickelodeon as a small child because of the channel with the ugly shows. Sanguine, how can you say that? How can you say that? God, I love when they brought them back. How can you say that they were the ugly shows? This is peak beautiful animation. This is so rude of you. Anyway, Oromoth, I don't know why. I feel very you know, a Pinky in the Brain. Carrying on, we're going to go to Nocturnal. and I'm going to assign them. Chip and Dale! Rescue Ranger Chip and Dale! I know what you guys are thinking. Chip and Dale, they didn't have a TV show. They did. They had Rescue Rangers. And if you're like, I don't remember Rescue Rangers, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you Gadget. And then you'll go like, oh, I know Rescue Rangers. I remember. You remember Rescue Rangers. Listen, you little freaks. I know you. You remember Rescue Rangers. I watched it on VHS as a kid. It's an absolute banger of a show. I remember nothing about the show, but I liked it and Gadget. Oh yeah, I forgot the mouse had titties. Yes, but more than just Gadget. I know that before that was Nick. Wait, do people not know about Rescue Rangers? I feel like people don't know about Rescue Rangers. Oh, Jesus Christ, how horrifying! Ah! Ah! Why does it look so wild? I don't like it. Put it back! Put it back! I don't like it! We don't talk about the 2022 movie. I actually didn't mind the 2022 movie. It wasn't great, but it was kind of fun. It was fun. I didn't go into it for the plot. I went in and it was like, it was all right. Anyway, that's Rescue Rangers, and it was Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and it was literally 2 chipmunks and some mice trying to solve problems, but they were mice. They also, much like when we went up to Tailspin, they also had a plane that shot ammo for no reason. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So, that's how it is. Canonically accurate head size Gadget scares me. It should! Carefully using Google image search for female characters. Listen, as much as I'm streaming, safe search off. I'm not a bitch. I'm not scared of you, safe search. I'm like always, listen, if you look at YouTube, I'm always like 1 minute away from being banned on YouTube. They demonetize go watch the new video. It's not even monetized. I don't even care. Watch the new video because it's there. Don't watch it because it's fucking demonetized, because it is demonetized. But you should watch it anyway. It's demonetized. Fuck it. It'll be fine. Anyway, we're on to Solid Optimus. Now, Solid Optimus, we've just met today. Again, another person we've just met today. But that means you have infinite potential. But that means I don't really know exactly who you are. Or anything about you, really. But you know what? I think I might like you. So I'm going to give you a show that you might not know as this name. But I'm going to assign you Shadow Raiders. AKA War Planets! This is a show in the same kind of idea as Reboot and everything like that. I'll show you more characters, and then you guys will be like, oh, I know this show. Give me one with more characters on it. Here we go. Here's War Planets. Fucking, can I please open a window without it dying on me? Here's War Planets, you guys. Here's some more characters. Here's a blue guy. It was early. We hadn't figured out how CGI worked yet. These two were from the rock planet, and the rock planet was dying, and they had to go to another. This is a bug guy with water powers, and it was like Avatar before we had Avatar, okay? We had a fire guy, we had a water bug, we had 2 rock guys. We didn't have the money for Avatar yet. We had 3D, and we didn't quite know how it worked. It's a great show, though. I remember watching the shit out of it and loving it. I remember her name was Jade. I cannot remember his name. Very obvious that I always like the girl characters because I'm bisexual, and I'm like, I can remember the names. I know what you're thinking, Wazy. What was the video like? How was it video-wise? Oh, you don't... Oh... Let me show you this stellar animation we had in the 90s. We're going to an ad break anyway soon, so I'll be able to show you guys, and you can just Oh my God, this is a full ass episode. We found a full ass episode. We just have a full ass episode out here. So this is back in the 90s. This was the animation we had. This is what we had. And we watched it because this is what we had. This is all we had at the time. We didn't, and this was mind blowing. You have to remember, we were children and we were like, this was mind blowing at the time. Do you remember like when the first time you saw a video game that you thought couldn't happen because you were like, this is too good of a video game to exist? This was exactly, this was our, I can't believe that a thing looks like this. Like, look, there's the main guy. There's the blue guy. He went from the planets of fire and bone. Like, we need each other's shit to survive, and you know it. It is our way of life that allow us to leave your planet, and we'll leave your precious ice. Oh, sorry, he was an ice planet, not a water bug. Me and Batman, Arkham City. But this was, damn, we can say damn in fucking kids shows? But yeah, it's so better than the stuff we get today. Look at this beautiful animation. We had this. Look at it. It was great times. This is peak quality 90. I'm giving you a new home tomorrow. Stop here and open this now. Why is God's love never ending? Sending me things on the YouTube logged out. That's insane. I ain't watching that. But this was perfect. This is how we watched our shows back in the days. We still have 21 seconds of ads. That's why I'm staying here. And making you guys watch this is because we have 21 seconds of ads. Hey, yo, hear me out. Notice how she fell pussy first. Wait, can we just go back 10 seconds here? Can we just notice when they run and jump? Can you just watch? She jumps pussy first. I wish I was kidding. Watch this. Watch. You see that? You see what I'm talking about? But yeah, this is Shadow Raiders. As I called it, I think America called it War Planets. We called it Shadow Raiders. I don't know. Anyway, we're off ads now, so I'll let you guys stop watching this. But it's free on YouTube for Mainframe Studios if you want to watch it. I bet all of Reboot's on there too. I'm pretty sure Reboot is all on there. But yeah, there you go. We've just met today, and I've assigned you War Planets, aka Shadow Raiders. I don't know why it was called Shadow Raiders. Animators knew what they were doing here. Jumps with her whole pussy. You can use the arrow keys to fast forward and rewind 5 seconds. Yes, but I knew it was more than 5 seconds. It's because space is dark? I don't know. Man, I don't know either. Oh boy, it's time for Aquatic Wolf. Oh, Aquatic Wolf, it's time for your assignment. I know you're lurking out there, so please listen to me. Who did this voice? There was somebody that had this voice. Aquatic Wolf, I'm going to give you something gentle and nice and relatable. Aquatic Wolf, I'm going to give you Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold is about an inner city kid who, his bully has a crush on him, and he always has to solve everything. And in the very first episode, he's in a drug deal, and then Stoop Kid won't leave his stoop. It was just about a football-headed kid who got into adventures. Everybody liked him. He was everybody's favorite person in the show. And his parents were missing, so he had to live with his grandpa. But then in the movie, he found his parents, and his parents were like in the woods the whole time. I don't know. I never really watched the movie. I just know there was a movie where he found his parents. But yeah, his name is Arnold, and he's got a football head. And everybody calls him Hey Football Head. I guess it's a lesson about calling people by their physical attributes. It would be calling me Billboard Forehead or something. You shouldn't make fun of people and call them by their attributes, but you can. When I was a kid, I thought Arnold was a lady. I was going to make a saddening joke about the mom died giving birth and the dad drafted to war. I'm just realizing he's not wearing a kilt. It's part of his undershirt? Yeah, it's his undershirt. I'm pretty sure only one person called him football head. No, I think other people called him football head besides his best friend. Hey, billboard forehead. Just kidding, your forehead is fantastic. No, it's giant. We know it is. So we would call you Shorty because you're 5 apples tall? Shut the fuck up, Phoenix Wolf! Anyway, Nick, it's time for you. And I'm going to give you a very nice, gentle show that, again, nobody's going to know but me and Emo Possum, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Why the fuck is he wearing so many layers? Because he's an inner city kid. I don't know. I'm assigning you raccoons, Nick. This is the raccoons. For those who don't know, this is about a show about a raccoon named Bert and his two, I don't know, roommates? I don't know, actually, who it was Bert lived with. I don't know who these fuckers were. I thought they were... Sometimes I'm like, those are his siblings, but other times I'm like, that's their gay roommate. Basically, it was about these 3 raccoons living in the forest, and they had to save their beautiful forest from this evil aardvark named Cyril Sneer. And this was Cyril Sneer's son, whose name I can't remember. But they were friends. Oh my god, you could just fucking watch the raccoons? You could just fucking watch the raccoons?
These by secretive stool pigeon.
I can't be getting copyright claimed. We can't be doing this, white Wazy. We can't be doing this, white baby. The raccoons! But basically, they had to... Okay, here's like a fucking 4-minute clip. That's fine. They would save the whole place from this evil aardvark and his evil aardvark things. He also had these 2 piggies that helped him out. That's Cyril Sneer. That was his name. And beautiful backgrounds in it. And yeah. 3 raccoons are their aardvark nemesis. I don't even know why the villain's an aardvark. They live in a South American shrubland. Having a villain by a puma or a wolf would have made it more fitting. Don't make fun of her for her size. It's because she's a card-carrying member of the Lollipop Guild. God damn it. But yeah, the main raccoon was named Bert. You could tell because he wore a sweater with a bee on it. And I think he was the gay roommate of the other 2 fucking raccoons. I don't know who this little raccoon is. I don't know this fucking guy. But that's the raccoons, everybody. And it was beautifully animated. And yeah, they just went on little forest adventures and shit. Aardvark, I thought Arthur invented those. No, surprisingly, there was other cartoon aardvarks. This one at least had more of a nose. Let's be real with ourselves. At least this aardvark had a nose. Oh boy. We're on a dear friend of mine, and I'm trying to decide what to do with them. Oh boy. Do I be mean? No. I'll give them edgy and dark. Everybody, I would like to introduce you to a near and dear show close to my heart. Gargoyles. Gargoyles is a show about gargoyles that got put under a spell and were frozen. And then 1,000 years later, they woke up. And during the day, they're regular gargoyles. But at the night, they come alive and fight crime? I think. I don't know. This gargoyle was named Goliath, and he was my favorite. And there was like 3 gargoyles and a lady gargoyle. Because there's always 3 dudes and a lady in these kind of shows. And this was Goliath. And they did gargoyle things. And I know what you're thinking. Who are you going to assign gargoyle to? It's our very own Bits Blight. Because Bits is also dark and emo. And also comes out at night. And also, much like gargoyles, you're like, this is high. This is high as shit. You watch this show and you're like, whoever made this is high. Much like Bits, you're like, whoever did this bird was high. There we go. He's voiced by Keith David, who's like the best voice. Keith David, massive nippless mono boob. Like Batman? Kind of like Batman. I mean, gargoyles is placed upon churches and other structures as guardians. Yeah, and they were guardians. And they came out and they fight crime, I think. I can't remember what they do. But I do know that they are stoned during the day. Tim Curry voices the character in the gargoyles. But there was humans. I think Goliath made out with a human woman. I think that's a true thing. But Gargoyles is fucking dope, and it's a dope, edgy show, and you should watch it. Much like my friend Bits, a dark, edgy show, and you should watch it. I think you would enjoy it. Coming up next is Yeserdin, and Yeserdin's just a sweet little guy, also French, so luckily Caillou's not on, actually. Yeserdin is too sweet for me to assign Angela Anaconda, even though Angela Anaconda is indeed French. I'm not going to do that to Yeserdin. I'm going to instead assign Yeserdin Wishbone. What's the story? Wishbone. For those of you who don't know Wishbone, Wishbone is a dog who tells you literary classics in the form of dog things. This dog is always hungry. I watched several episodes of it this year. This dog is always hungry and wants food. It's a good dog. It's a good dog, Bront. It teaches you like Shakespeare and like Huckleberry Finn. Do we fit it literature? No. The dog just eats food and then tells you a story. He also hangs out with his humans who are always getting into wacky adventures that remind him of classic stories that he then tells where he's the main character. Like there's one episode where he's Robin Hood and they always dress him up in silly little outfits. And I love dogs in silly little outfits. So, Yeserdin, I'm assigning you Wishbone. We're almost done, everybody. We got 5 requests left. And I'm going to take you to one you're not going to know. This is Are You Afraid of the Dark? This show is about a group of teenagers who sit around who are called the Midnight Society. And they meet around midnight. And they tell one of them tells a spooky story. And it gets acted out. And they tell the spooky story. And then they all get scared at the end. It's like man, door, hand, hook, car. Kind of spooky stories. And then they throw water on the fire. And they go, I call this session of the Midnight Society over. And then they put water on the fire. I'm assigning this to Matt. I'm assigning it to Matt because the tall guy in the middle is kind of like the main character. He's the oldest of the Midnight Society. And they always make that kid put out the fire because he's always like the most responsible one. Matt is the most responsible one. I'm also assigning Matt, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because when we go to bed at night, I don't sleep good. So this is going to sound real stupid, so you guys can't blame me about this. There's only like 12 viewers right now, right? We're petering down. There's not enough dudes to like make fun of me for this. I don't sleep good. So at night, Matt tells me stories. So like when I go to bed, I get a bedtime story. It's never like a classic bedtime story. It's just a funny little story, and he'll tell me a story. So therefore, I'm assigning Matt, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because at night he tells me stories. And also he's a big dumb nerd who would put out the fire with responsibility. I can't sleep if I watch horror stories. It helps me, or I can't sleep. I watch horror stories. It helps me sleep. Wait, that's really cute. I can't sleep unless I get stories at night. Matt has a very calming voice to me. Rose Deco is up next. You know what? What's this Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna... Okay, I know this is the Simple Plan version, but you guys are just gonna have to fucking deal with me on that. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's the Scooby-Doo? This is actually the original Scooby-Doo. It showed all the time on TV. If you were a child, this was on TV. I like Scooby-Doo. It's great. You send a dog into mystery shit. It's great. Now I get that. My boyfriend's existence just soothes my nervous system in a way I can't explain. And tonight's story is about the weasel and the magical coconut. I watched every Scooby-Doo movie. Wazzy, Jen sung that during karaoke. I did sing that. I did sing that with our friend. I love Simple Plan, and I also like Scooby-Doo. I have no reason for giving this to Neko. I just think they would like Scooby-Doo. I just think they would. Who's your favorite Mystery Gang member? Mine's Johnny Bravo. Mine's Sam and Dean Winchester from that one episode. All right, Kinky Cow God, you're next. I feel there's only one I can give you. Cow God. And that's Cow and Chicken. Cow and Chicken is about two siblings. They are siblings. And they, they do silly adventures. It's also very weirdly sexual. I don't know why. It's sexual. It just is. But that's the sister and brother, Cow and Chicken, and they have an evil character called the Devil. He shows up and his ass is out all the time. I don't know why his ass is out. His ass is just always out. But they always get into wacky, zany adventures, and it's great. I'm okay with this, even if I have cooked it. I'm selling said chicken. No, it's fine. They're siblings. And they always go on cracked out adventures and do weird shit. And they always focus a lot on the cow's udders, which I always thought was weird, but we just dealt with that. And we just let this live. Wild Fuda Girl, there's really only one thing I can give you. I'm going to give you the only canonical character that can beat Goku. I'm giving you everybody's classic. Sailor Moon. Fighting evil by moonlight. Winning love by daylight. Never running from a real fight. That is the bitch named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on her friends. She's always there to defend. She's some deep end. She's the one named Sailor Moon. I can't remember the lyrics, as you can obviously tell. The great thing about Sailor Moon is I still have her songs on iPod. I still listen to Rainy Day Man and other shit. I'm gonna get a longer skirt than her. That's between you and whatever junk you want to show. Sometimes things are a pussy outlook, Sometimes you just got to do that. Also, canonically, she's the same height as Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! So put that in your brain hole. That little fucking guy, same height. So, let's carry on to Miss XD. Miss XD is the last one here before I assign myself. And then, we'll move on. I think you guys know where this is going. It's a Warner Brothers and their Warner sister, Dot. All day long they run around the Warner Brothers lot. Okay, I definitely missed myself then. Oof. I'll find it on Discord. Yeah, they're always on Discord after. Miss XD, I'm assigning you Animaniacs. They're always in trouble. They're always just pushing the line of okay. It's the Animaniacs. They're great. They're fun. Everybody loves it. It's another wild variety show. I don't think they've actually ever set arson, but they do hit a lot of people with hammers, and they do always have silly outfits all the time. They're not afraid to put on a silly outfit for the bit. So, therefore, Miss XD, I'm assigning you Animaniacs. And with that, it's time to assign me And I'm going to go with something you guys aren't going to see coming. You'd think I'd pick Digimon or Simpsons because they raised me. You would think that's what I would pick. But, hello, nurse. I'm actually going to pick something different. I know what you're thinking. Kids Next Door, Wazzy? Is it because you're short? No, I'm actually picking something different. This is Freaky Stories to Tell in the Dark. It happened to a friend of mine. Freaky Stories to Tell in the Dark was this cockroach and his maggot friend. I'm not even kidding about maggot friend. I'll show you, and this will flashback memories for you. They would tell freaky stories, and the stories would be animated. They wouldn't be puppet. They would be animated, and they would tell you a spooky story or a weird story. And you would enjoy it. And I feel like I'm very much like that. Here, I'll show you the maggot and you guys will remember. Here we go. That's the two of them. And they would just tell you some freaky stories. And I feel like that's me. I'm out here, the little blue cockroach, telling you guys some freaky stories. Let's see if we can find some on YouTube. This is Canadian, so I don't know how much of you guys know it, but Freaky... It's on YTV. Freaky Stories Show. Oh, perfect! The full series is on YouTube. Fucking fantastic. Absolutely perfect. We could watch this whole thing. But yeah, like... I'm gonna get copyright claimed, you stupid fucking thing.
Hint of ammonia.
Ted's a little stingy with the ammonia. Ted's a little stingy with everything. We'll be right back after this freaky story.
This is a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. They called him...
There you guys go. It happened to a friend of mine. And it was just a cockroach and a worm telling fucked up stories like how I tell you guys about Mary Toft all the time. It's just a fun time. And that's Freaky Stories. So, yeah, now we'll go through the ones that were not assigned and one that was pre-assigned that did not get given. And then we'll look at memes if there's any memes, and then we'll end the streams if there's any streams. This is Reboot, Canadian classic. I come from the net, from cities, places, mainframes, or cities, systems, something to this place. Mainframe. My format, Guardian. To mend and defend. This was a show about what happens in your computer. And it was real. It had some real twists and turns going on in it. And it turned me bisexual. So if you're like, why are you bisexual, Wazzy? I'll show you. Matrix and Andrea. Only acceptable AI is why are you bisexual, Wazzy Be Toxic here? This. There you go. Explained. What? Oh. Wild. Ah. Okay. You see? You get it now? You get it? You get it? It's a really good show. It had a really good plot point to it, but it was also like the first half was just silly little stuff, but then it got real deep into story, and it was really dope about it. I enjoyed that. You telling me you didn't have a thing for malware? You mean megabyte and hexadecimal? Oh yeah, I should probably, for those of you who don't know, megabyte and hexadecimal. I should probably show you guys megabyte and hexadecimal. So if you're like these, look at them. Look at these two. I gotta find a non-grainy picture. Look at the two of them. That's Bob. Don't worry about Bob. Can we zoom in? No, you're not gonna let me zoom in. There we go. Hexadecimal and megabyte. God damn it, computer. Work with me. That's hexadecimal and that's megabyte. Those were the villains. They were great. They were, what a great time. Anyway, Powerpuff Girls almost went to Ryura, did not. Ed, Ed, and Eddie, The Adventures of Three Possibly Dead Children. Rumor has it they're dead. Real Monsters. A show about real monsters. The Big Comfy Couch. Again, I don't know if you guys know this. This is another Canadian one. That's Lunette the Clown. And she would hang out on her couch, and then sometimes she would do a big old clock stretch. She was cool as shit. That was her doll. I can't remember the doll's name. Somebody will tell me. But Lunette the Clown and her doll. And it's, they're great. I'm for sure the whole death thing was a theory and not true. We don't know that. Here is, Clifford the Big Red Dog. I used to watch this all the time before going to school. High school, actually. Because I knew when Clifford ended, head off to school, so I would watch it while I ate cereal. It's fine. Next to it, the best Digimon. Digimon. Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions. I like Digimon more than I like Pokemon. That's just statement of facts out there. This is Codename Kids Next Door. You guys should know this. I don't have to explain it. These fucking 5 kids are out here, fucking solving fucking crimes and being super spies and doing cool shit, and all their names are their numbers. It's real fucked up of them. Of course, Magic School Bus, I don't have to explain. Insane psychopathic teacher takes everybody on super adventures to get jizzed on by fishes. South Park, again, shouldn't have to explain this one. This one I might need to explain. This is undergrads. This is a show about being in college. And my favorite quote from this is Cal looking at his hands going, "Isn't it weird how different hands look when they're naked?" That's a fun one. SpongeBob SquarePants. Shouldn't have to explain this. It's SpongeBob. You guys know the deal. Was Fillmore on this list? No, I never watched it. Matt did. That was a Matt show, not a Wazy show. Simpsons. You should know this one. Simpsons raised me, okay? I don't know how to explain this. My parents would be like, bye, and leave the TV on, and it was Simpsons. So. Cardcaptor Sakura, or Sakura, however you want to pronounce it, depending on what version you watched. Magical girl shit with cards. She could jump and shit. It was great. It was fucking incredible. Next to it, Captain Planet. We're the Planeteers. You can be one too. 'Cause saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours. And that's Captain Planet. That's what he does. Oh, I forgot to mention, undergrads was pre-assigned to Char. I forgot to tell you guys that. King of the Hill. Classic. I don't have to explain it. Poor conservative man trying to live in a life and be a little bit less conservative as it goes on. Followed by 101 Dalmatians, the show. No, I didn't put Hercules on here, and I didn't put another thing on here. I put 101 Dalmatians because that was my favorite. And if you look at my old toys, the oldest toy I have is a Rolly plush, and it sleeps in my bed right now. Like it or not, I have a king-size bed. You know what's on my side of the bed? Meatball, which is a giant IKEA shark, Rolly, my Pokemon sleep, and a hug pillow of myself. That's what's on my side of the bed. Bonkers. Bonkers is about a famous toon who loses his job and then has to become a cop. A-cab, everybody. But Bonkers is a cop in Toontown and uses his silly antics to try to solve murders, mostly. Tales from the Crypt Keeper. This is a good one. It's a good time. It's basically just Tales of the Crypt Keeper, but it was animated, and it was a good time. Everybody enjoyed it. Followed by one pre-assigned, probably should go to Snake, honestly, when we think about it. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original. Go, go, Power Rangers! Boo, 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 boo! Go, go, Power Rangers! Power Rangers, great show. This was the Mighty Morphin one. It was great. We had a great time. Tommy Oliver was there. Everybody enjoyed it. I did, at least. And finally, Angela Anaconda. Now, as you know, I always put the last entry as the funny entry. Angela Anaconda caused a divorce. Now, I didn't
remember
watch...
the tallest man you've ever seen?
I didn't watch much Angela Anaconda, but I put it on here because it's funny, and I know of it. And it's Canadian, and I believe also French. Angela Anaconda is about a stupid child and her stupid little... I gotta show you guys this animation. For those of you who don't know Angela Anaconda, I gotta show you guys Angela Anaconda. You gotta see what this looks like. Show me a video. Internet, help me. Show me a video.
My name is Angela. Hey, hello.
Oh, God, I'm gonna get fucking copyright claimed, you little bitch. You know what? Fuck it. Fine, we're in the last 5 minutes. We're gonna get copyright claim for it. Do it.
Welcome to my very own show. I'll introduce my friends to you. Oh, no, it's Nitty Poo.
It's a real show.
My name is Angela, and you are not Nanette Manwar is a stuck-up jerk-faced slut. And now to today's story, starring me, and not starring Nanette Manwar.
It's a French show. It's a French show. Did this cause a divorce? Yes. For those of you who do not know how this caused a divorce, let me set the scene for you. Angela Anaconda, this bitch-ass motherfucker, showed up before the first Digimon movie. I'm not even kidding you. First Digimon movie came out, and this bitch... Where's her in her fucking tie hair? Angela Anaconda tie hair. This bitch showed up in a short. Before Digimon, the first movie. Well, I guess it's not Digimon, the first movie. Our War Game, I guess, was its actual name. But the Digimon movie. You see this bitch showing up looking like Tai before the first movie? So this bitch shows up, right? This kid shows up with his first-generation immigrant. So he shows up with his parents who don't speak a lot of English, but they know their kid likes Digimon, and so they try their best. They're already on the edge of a divorce, but they're trying to get together. So they go to take their child to the Digimon movie, a perfectly fine Digimon movie. Nothing to complain about with the Digimon movie. And so the kid goes there with his two parents who don't speak English, and the short starts, and this is the short. And it has Angela Anaconda in it. And the kid starts freaking out, because that's not Digimon. What is this? And the parents get upset. And the parents are blaming each other, being like, this isn't what our kid wanted to watch. This is your fault. No, this is your fault. Shortly after, the parents get divorced because fucking Angela Anaconda shows up before the Digimon movie. This looks like it's something that actually explains it. Yes, perfect. Yep, there's an actual image. Here we go. So here's the actual story. Didn't know at the time, but my parents' relationship was rocky. I begged to go see the Digimon movie. Parents agreed, but they didn't realize... I don't realize it's for them to spend some time together as well. Get to the theater excited about the Digimon flick. I can't even afford popcorn, or I can even afford popcorn and drinks. My parents look happy. Angela Anaconda short comes on. Parents don't speak very good English. My little boy mind can't comprehend all what the fuck is going on. My parents are utterly confused by this Canadian fuck running around in a Digimon suit. I start crying and they pull me out of the theater. Mom and Dad start blaming each other for going to the wrong film. Dad throws away the popcorn Mom wanted. Lots of arguing and I'm still crying. Get out to the parking lot and drive off in a rush. Get into an accident in parking lot. Dad moves out a month later. That's the actual story, everybody. There you go. Fuck Angela Anaconda. And that has been our stream for the day. Let's go to the memes. If there's any memes, I will check. And perfect. Let's get into it. Meme that happened while I was not live yesterday. How moral is it to turn my crew into a flesh cube? That is fucking gross. That's fucking gross. I do not like it. Whoa there, little mama. Thank you, Quattro. Corporate needs you to tell the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. That's the same guy. The same. I don't know what to tell you. I am the terror that flaps in the night. With Ryu Elf. Phoenix Wolf and friends. We're ready to party. I love this. The Explaining Futurama. The first Polish language dictionary, published 1746, included definitions such as horse. Everyone knows what a horse is. Everyone knows what Futurama is. I don't gotta explain Futurama to you fucks. You know what Futurama is. Nothing bad ever happens to the dumplings. Oh, that's incredible. Great job. Goof Troop. I love it. Nugget Land. Oh my God, why did you turn Liam into the dog? Oh no, poor Nugget Land. Feet. Oh, I can't not fuck them. This is a reused meme. This is a reused meme. Wazzy, nobody tell Matt I got 10 subs. Ace, you fucking narc. The Animaniacs has a committed arson. New season sets a studio on fire. I didn't know, okay? I didn't think they committed a fire. They did, but I didn't think so. Me explaining all 35 Miss XDs. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Why are me and Soren getting married in that meme? You do what you want. There's Johnny Bravo Quattro. See, I told you, you married an artist. You're fine. Anyway, that's been our stream for the day. We got some more. Please vote Wormrack. It'll cheer Pomni up. Please vote Bits. He's cool. Vote Phoenix Wolf or she'll shoot you. Vote Arcane will watch you sleep. So, there we go. Why do I see a ton of Pomnies? That's more Chrome votes. Now remember, tomorrow, I'm not here. We're in the Discord. We're just in the Discord tomorrow. We're just hanging out in the Discord. Saturday, I'm also off. Sunday, I'm coming back with Mecha Chameleon, Bits, and Raku are going to join me. I don't know if Matt's joining me, but at least those two motherfuckers will join me. Maybe you guys could join me too if you like the game and have it. And we'll all play together, and we'll have a fun time. I've never played it. Maybe I should play it this weekend just to get an idea of what's going on with it. But we're going to play that. Yeah, I should probably check the stream schedule for you guys. Mecha Chameleon is what we're going to do. And then we're going to have Art and Yap. Remember, Sunday will be your last day to vote for your Crom, King, Queen, and Jester. Because Monday, there's no voting. You will not have a chance to vote on Monday while I'm artin' and yapping. And then Crom Night will happen. And you will see the big, beautiful picture. I can't show you yet. I can't show you our secret picture yet. But... And then on the 2nd, right after Canada Day, I will be assigning you guys a Canadian. One whole Canadian. You're going to be surprised and amazed. And then I guess I can show you guys a little spoiler for the future. Here's a little spoiler for things coming up. I guess I can show you. Hold on. Let me show you an assignment coming up maybe 2-3 weeks from now. Here's a little spoiler, so enjoy that. But yeah, that's been our stream for the day. And that's our stuff. I'll be in the Discord tomorrow, in and out. We'll be doing stuff. I don't know what we're doing. Get your votes in. I'm going to send you guys off to a highly unqualified babysitter. to see how that does for you. Maybe it'll go bad. Maybe it'll go good. Oh my God, we're echoing because I never turned the fucking sound off on my fucking bitch because I'm a fucking idiot, because that's what we do. But that's been our stream. I hope you guys really fucking enjoyed it. I had this fun time down memory lane. I'm sorry for singing it, you guys. I was just having a fun little time. Oh, this is probably going to be spoilerific. Chef is doing Deltarune, so I'm not going to send you there because I don't want you guys to get spoiled. Because some of you might not want to watch Deltarune Chapter 5 right now. Maybe you want to take a little break. So instead, I'm going to send you to Gangfeather. Just because I don't want to send you guys there if you're like, no spoilers, please. So I'm going to send you to Gangfeather, who is doodlin'. So, until next time, crew. Kick names. Take ass. Get the fuck out of my house. I will see you bastards later. Okay, bye!
All right. Poison Tight, official remix. What's up, worms? Are you ready? Get set for the coolest bad boy broadcasting on your internet's irreverent one, but always stay relevant. Check your perspective, or she'll tell you to get back. Set it into the digiverse, you'll be a has.
I was transported to a faraway land, to a world where monsters rule. Played the game like an ace. Now we're in this place to save the monsters from the evil moo. Monsters rule, monsters rule, Monster Ranger, monsters rule.